Can you hear me now? Hold on. How about now? You can hear it? No, but can you hear it now, though? Right now. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I don't know what was wrong. All I did was unplug it and plug it back in. What's up, Jersey Knife Guy? Jersey's in the house. If you guys don't know about Jersey Knife Guy, go sub to his channel. Awesome dude, awesome dude. And obviously lives in Jersey. Can you do the intro again? Bang! Neevesknives. I'm Jared. My lovely wife Kara is not joining us tonight. And you guys probably didn't hear me, but I said I got a couple things I want to talk about, and then I want to go through the well, not this comment section, but another comment section, and answer some questions in there that I thought would be fun to answer with you guys. What's up, Amy? Chris Wolf, what's up, bud? You made it. Yeah, I know. Kara's not here today. She's busy. What's up, Roscoe, Knife Sergeant? Hey, that's the story of my life. Reset connector. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. It's weird because I didn't do anything but unplug it and plug it back in. Hopefully it's not messed up. I got the oh, you guys see the studio, right? Oh man, I should have turned the camera a little bit. You can see because from here all the way around to right here, there's about 4 foot of a section missing, and then all these are like for sound, you know. They're sound blankets, they're moving blankets, but moving blankets and sound and audio blankets are the same thing. So for a deal, you know, I just bought a bunch of moving blankets because I got them for like way cheaper than audio blankets. But even when you look up audio blankets, moving blankets pop up because obviously people buy them like crazy for studios. So wrapped the whole thing, and I even got lucky. They sent me an extra one. I'm guessing by accident because I didn't pay for it. Paid for 5, got 6, but I can feel it. I can literally feel it right now. The audio feels better. Oh man, thanks, Shane. I know. I figured like at least half the people would drop off when they heard she isn't coming. But you know, you never know. She pops up after every time I say that. She suddenly walks in. But yeah, I can feel the sound though in here. There's a lot better, and I do have a few more things I still need to do. Everything's not done. Oh yeah. Also, I paid for a subscription to an app it's technically the same one that Bob DeMarco and Ray from Everyday City Carry has, so that during these lives I can pull up pictures. I don't know how to do that part yet, and I'm still trying to figure it out where I can stream from here or like video from here. I think I figured it out. I just downloaded it today, so I'm still working it out. By Wednesday, I'm hoping to use it. That way, like, I can take your questions or things you guys say, and I can put them up on the screen. I can, you know, have my, you know, my name on there, and I'm hoping I can take pictures and put them up on the screen because you guys already know how it's not clear. You know, like if I go like this and I show you a knife, the quality of the camera is not that great. But if I take a picture and take it from the internet and put it on the screen, it'll be nice and clear. At least it should be nice and clear. So we'll see how it goes. I kind of want to turn the camera. I don't like how that little section over there is kind of missing. It's just going to aggravate the hell out of me. Just give me 1 second. Let's go like this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Now we're sitting good in the studio. I'm an idiot. The Rockstead is only a myth. Yes, the myth and the legend. I have soundproofing tiles, but I might need to get the moving blankets as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. Yeah, it definitely works. I don't know how good it's going to work right now because I got to re-listen to this. I did a couple test runs where I listened to the audio and I could completely tell. But obviously there's some other things I need to do. Chris, thanks, bud. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate that, man. You guys are awesome. So I was, because we talked about the designs for the shirts, and I'm just going to talk about a couple things, and then I'll get into some other questions while people are still rolling in. So we talked about the shirts last week, and I was talking about how, I'm gonna throw some designs at Teesprings and get like a little store going with some knife designs. And I don't want to just do the logo, because I know some people like shirts with the logo. That'd be cool. And then maybe some other ones. But then Kara came up with this really cool one where it's a knife and it has all the measurements. So like the blade, and it says like say 2.5 inches, and then it has the lines, showing from here to here. And it's got like the whole measurements of the knife. It was pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. And then I thought of one that says just knives. Okay, so it just says knives, but the knives are made out of knives. So like the K is two knives. Yeah, two knives, and then the N would be two knives, like one folded and one straight up. And not cartoony, but not like completely realistic, kind of like that mixture. I think that sounds pretty cool. Jared, did you figure out a one-handed stone sharpening vid? Yes, I did. I've been trying, but no good outcome yet. Yeah, I did actually. Trying to think of if I should just do it right now. If you can stay here for a few minutes, I will show you. So, and let me just talk about it really quick. So one, get a heavy stone. Okay, so like the diamond plates, the big ones, those are going to be really heavy, or just regular stones. Regular stones are very heavy. So get a heavy stone. You need a clamp, obviously, and the clamp is rubber, so it doesn't slide around. So once you put it on a table, like a marble countertop or ceramic, whatever kind of countertop you have, you can put it on there and it shouldn't move. Then with the stone, depending on the stone, it's going to be up a little bit higher. You can take and just use that plate, like, let's say this is the stone. Let me move this back a little bit. If this is the stone right here, obviously you only have one hand. So you can go off the side right here, or even just like this, and just work it, just like this. And if you want, I'll make a video actually doing it myself, one-handed. And then obviously this side, and this is the part that I'll probably be bad with one side, because one side I rely on my other hand a little bit better. Thanks, bud. K Neeves means knowledge is Balkan. Haha. Nice. Thank you. Thank you very much, man. Thank you guys for the donations. But yeah, just like this. And I thought about it because I was going to ask you. This is a strap. Let me re-strap back. I was going to ask you how far up is your hand missing? So is it here, 1, 2, or 3? Because I'm wondering, do you have a wrist? Because if you have a wrist, I'm just wondering like if you can hold down stuff. That's all I'm curious on. Because if you can hold stuff down, that might make it a little easier. I'm just curious. But yeah, just like, man, this thing is sharp, boy. What? Damn, well, at least she has you. I don't know what that means, but okay. I got my penguin razor sharp thanks to your vids. That's awesome. I love it when I hear that, man. Every time I hear people in the comments when they say that the videos help them, because I made so many videos for so long, not getting too much responses, and I almost stopped. Like, I almost thought about, like, man, there's so many people out here, not meaning like there's a ton of like knife people out here doing sharpening videos, but I was just thinking like there's already guys out here that are like have a following and everything, and everybody's just gonna go to them, and I just was like not insecure about it or nothing, but I just felt like I wasn't offering nothing. But I was like, nope, you know what? Somebody, if I can help one person, then it was all worth it. And now people are watching older videos and that's why I did the playlist, because I was thinking like, man, I can always tell people to go to the playlist. So that's awesome. And you know what? We just hit 6,000 subscribers. That's amazing. That is amazing. The Penguin is a great knife. I got the Pelican right here. The Penguin's behind me, but I got the Pelican right here. This is one I'm reviewing right now. The review's coming really soon on this guy. I'm actually ready for it. So what do you guys think about that? Whoops. Jake Paul fighting Ben Askren. That shit's hilarious. I hate to say it because I want Jake Paul to fight somebody who's actually good at boxing. I've followed Ben Askren for a long time in his fights. I know what kind of fighter he is. He's not a good boxer. He's not. So literally any fight, like if they were going to UFC fight, obviously Ben Askren would wipe the floor with them. If they were going to wrestle, Ben Askren would wipe the floor with them. If they were going to do anything but just box, Ben Askren would wipe the floor with them. But just specifically boxing, I feel like Jake might win it. Ben Askren's retired. He just had hip surgery. He's not a boxer. He's a wrestler. I think he was an Olympic wrestler for years and then got into UFC. Hell of a fighter. I mean, he's a fucking athlete, but he's not a boxer. And Jake has been doing 100% boxing for what, like a year now? So in my opinion, he might win it. And I want it so bad somebody to beat the shit out of that dude. Not because I dislike him or anything, but just because he's stepping in the arena with real fighters. And man, I'd give anything just to watch, like a real fighter just beat the shit out of him. And Ben Askren is a real fighter, but he's not a boxer. They should have put a real boxer in there. Or somebody who can box, because there's a lot of fighters that can box. Nate Diaz, he would be a hell of a boxer for him. Wow, the Neves are. Wait, whoa, the studio sure has changed a lot. I know you like that. It's doing good. I did all this today. What's up? Storm number 2 coming. Ben should just stay away. Hate that he's picking out his fighters. Yeah. I agree. I think he should. I think he's doing it for money. He's getting paid a lot of money. He is retired. But I think he feels like that he can outwind him. I don't know if that's true or not. I know Ben Askren can fight a long fight. I don't think Jake can. So I think that's the only way he's going to win is if he beats him in like the 7th round. Like if he just gasses Jake out to the 7th round, I don't know. It's hard to. Never mind listening to the live stream in the car. Hello, everyone. Eating, so chat until eating done. Just had to say it. Eat your food, bro. Eat your food. Jake Paul is picking on some pretty weak opponents. That's my opinion. Yep. Why he won't fight someone in the prime and can actually. Yeah, I agree. 100% agree. And some of the fighters like say Connor. Connor, in my opinion, would have beat the shit out of him, but it wasn't good for Connor. Connor had a fight coming up, first of all, but 2, that's kind of punching down for Connor. There's a lot of fighters that are great fighters that could fight him and it wouldn't be looked down upon. So. And it's not that like that it would be looked down upon from Connor, but in a way it's like it's a lose-lose for Connor. Connor don't care about the money, and if he beats the shit out of him, everybody's gonna be like, yeah, no shit, And if he loses, then he's gonna be a laughing stock. So, which I don't think that would be possible. Jake needs a 3-piece and a soda. I agree. Should I need a soda, man? Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna grab a water. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, it sucks when you don't have your coffee, woman. But yeah, I just wish he would pick either a real boxer or a real UFC fighter that can box. Sorry for leaving, guys, man. My mouth is getting dry. But yeah, I thought that was a funny topic. So I was thinking about washers, and I know this is kind of dumb. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Wait, Logan Paul also needs a beat, but he's not calling out anyone. That was the problem, was that Logan Paul's already got his fight set. Since he's already got his fight set up, Jake felt like he was like, I don't know, being left behind or something. I don't know what you would call it. He felt like he had to step in. So, um, are you talking boxing? Love boxing. I've just oiled up my spider coat. I'm guessing that's Nirvana. Or is it Navaja? I don't know. Yeah, we're talking about the Jake Paul fight with Ben Askren. You guys are ridiculous. Tucson TS 255 Relentless. I need to get a new Tucson. I actually bought a Tucson, but it's a knife I've already had because I got a deal on it. What's up, Camden? Jake doesn't know how to fight though. Same with Logan, they are the worst. Yeah, but you know what? They actually do know how to fight. That's the thing. They were wrestlers, first of all. So they know how to wrestle. But besides that, they've been training with professional fighters for long enough now. They can fight. I'll give them that. They can fight. They can throw hands. They can box. Are they to a league of professional? No, of course not. But they shouldn't be. I mean, there's a reason why professional fighters fight professionally, right? It separates, I guess, sort of say men from the boys type shit. But there's also a level of like somebody who's been training one combat sport versus somebody who's been training in all combat sports. So like Ben Askren, he's been down and out because he's been retired and he got hip surgery. He just got hip surgery. So he's been down and out, but he trains for everything. He trains for the ground. He trains for wrestling. He trains for all that. He doesn't specifically train one thing. Now, then you go into a ring with somebody who's been specifically training for that one thing for a year. So now they have a year advantage on you. It's kind of like, if you guys ever seen fighters, like they usually know when a fight's coming up. Every once in a while they'll get asked to fight a fight that wasn't prepared, but usually those fighters are always prepared to fight. But usually if a fighter's been training for a fight for 3 months, 6 months or whatever, and you ask him to fight a fighter who hasn't been training but for a week, the fighter who's been training for 6 months is going to win like almost every time because they're just, they got, so much more time under their belt, even though both fighters have been fighting for the same amount of time, say for 5 years or whatever. It's just the training and just everything, is just primed into them. So I had a nice D2 Ganzo. They are the best Chinese knives I have used. Typically, China doesn't produce the best steel. Well, collector, I hate to disagree with you on that, but there's a lot of great Chinese companies. When you talk about React, Tuya, Best Tech, I'm not going to say that like they've always had the best reputation for steels, but some companies take a lot of pride in what their steels can do. Now, there's certain steels that just don't do that good across the board for production knives, like D2. D2 is never supposed to be a production steel. It's harder to heat treat. It has to be heat treated like at a certain temperature. That's why it's better to do D2 if you're doing 1 or 2 knives, not if you're doing 50. And that's the problem with doing D2. Same thing with M390. That's why a lot of companies have a problem heat treating it to the level it needs to be heat treated. But when you're talking about other steels that are, good around the board, like say 14C28N, S35, S30V, blah, 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 blah. They do a great job with that steel. And every company has done D2 shit. I don't know any company that does a good job on D2. And then I can talk about American companies, and I'm not knocking American companies. Obviously, I like American companies better than I like Chinese companies, just because it's my country and everything. But there's some shit still coming out of American countries too. It's just we need to hold them accountable and make sure we, keep them you know, making good steel. It's just for so long, nobody was checking it. Nobody asked any questions. Now the internet's gotten big and people are testing it and talking about it. So and you got some of these channels like Outpost 76 that are doing cut tests. And then you got, guys like, you know, uh, Joe Cool, who's doing the heat treating, and LTK, and so it helps us keep the companies accountable. But there are a lot of great steels coming out of certain Chinese companies. But Ganzo, though, they were doing a good job with their 440C. I was very impressed with their 440C. Their D2 seemed about average for me, in my opinion, but their 440C was killing it. Medford's D2 is all CPM D2. Yes, Medford's D2 is a powdered D2. CPM D2, which is a little bit better than a regular D2. But he's heat treating it also on a smaller scale. That's why his D2 is better. You're going to notice, like, for his D2, it's going to outperform just about any other D2 out there. And it's not just because it's CPM D2, it's because he's doing it on a smaller scale, the way it's supposed to be being done. And he's also doing the protocol best for that steel. Other companies are probably doing the same protocol, but they're doing it probably on a bigger scale. I got my Formex QSP Penguin, Benchmade 940, Buck 501, so Victoria, Canada. I scare my girlfriend and everybody. James Bond, when I was 16, all right, first of all, when I was 16, I started living on my own and, back and forth and stuff. But my place, everything was covered in knives. My walls, like everywhere you looked, I had knives, from big fixed blades to little knives. They were just everywhere. Did somebody say Roxanne? I don't even think I have it out, do I? Oh, yeah, I got it right over here. Right over here. Bang. I need to take it apart. I feel like it needs to be lubed up a little bit. Oh, yeah. This is just a thought, guys, so don't laugh at me, but I was trying to think of a pivot system on making a pivot, right, for a knife. I was thinking, all right, they got bearings, they got washers, they got all these things. Well, then I came up with this thought, like taking a phosphor bronze washer, but extremely thick. Like, do you know skiff bearings? For those of you that don't know skiff bearings, it's basically a brass washer that's really thick, and then it has ceramic bearings all the way around it. So same thing as like your caged bearings, but really, really thick. So imagine a phosphor bronze washer, very thick like that and big, but then it has a groove cut out around. The groove doesn't go all the way through, it's just on one side. Then a rubber gasket, a thick rubber gasket. And then it goes into that groove. And then on the blade, the tang of the blade, and I'm going to show you a picture of what I drew, the same groove. So that washer, or the gasket, sits halfway in the washer and halfway in the tang of the blade, and you cover it in grease. So this is my picture that I came up with. So this would be the washer. That's the gasket on the inside of the washer. And then you see the gasket there in between the blade and the thing. And then right there's the blade with the groove cut out as well. Which way do I gotta go? This way? Am I going the wrong way? What the hell? Maybe I am. This way? Yeah, there we go. And you see the groove cut out in there. I don't know how that would work, but in my head, it feels like butter when I open and close it in my head. Oh shit, did Wallaby just put a damn link to what I just talked about? I'm just joking. I don't know what he put a link to. Wrong way. No, I know. I'm trying to figure it out because my camera's right here, so I would think I'd need to move closer that way. I don't know. Buck has been doing the knife game for many years. They were once the best, but really haven't advanced much. Yeah, I know. That's why I was really excited when they did the Marksman. But yeah, they're very disappointing. But that is one company I have the highest hopes for, just because they're so nostalgic to me. I feel like if I want any company to succeed and make some new designs or collab with a great designer, it's Buck. I really do. I'd love to see Buck just knock it out of the park with a good design. The year they look like they're catching up with the times. That was just my carry today. My collection is much crazier. I believe you. I believe you, James. I believe you. And I know what you mean. I mean, there's times when I'm carrying my backpack, I'll have who knows how many knives on me because I always think about the knife when I run into somebody. You know, I want to have some good flipping action just in case if I need to turn a non-knife person into a knife person one day. And then I always think about like, okay, well, what knife am I going to use and cut with? And, you know, just crazy stuff goes on in my mind. How if Case made some knives, they aren't. Yeah, Case, that'd be cool if they made some knives that weren't slip joints. That'd be awesome. But I just don't know if they have the machinery for it or tools or anything. I don't know. I've never seen their shop. Remember in Boy Scouts as a kid that the Scoutmaster all carried buck knives, and I attributed buck knives with the real deal knives. Yeah, it's just so iconic for me. It's so nostalgic. You know, the buck knife and buck knives to me when I was a kid, like that was the ultimate knife. My dad bought me one of those packs. Do you guys remember the big packs? Remember the movie Scream? The big buck knife in Scream? It had that, the medium sized one, and the small one. And I had the whole set of buck knives, and I've had so many bucks, you know, growing up, that buck was like, it was the shit. I had some badass Schrade knives too. I had this one old Schrade knife with an elk antler handle. Man, I don't know what steel it was, but it was a damn good knife. Oh, really good, solid, really solid. I think Schrade has been sold since then, though. I'm not sure. Do you guys hear Medford's got a new shop? I heard him talking about it in, I think, one of his lives. He's got a big ass shop. He hasn't said what he's doing with it yet, but it's something with knives. My theory, and this is just a theory, a shot in the dark, is he's going to start making some more affordable knives, USA made knives. I don't know if that's true, but he supposedly has a big fucking warehouse that's just badass, and he's going to be doing something with knives. Schrade has sold out. Yeah. So I'm saying that was back in the day. That knife was probably, I don't even know how old it was. I mean, it was in the early 90s. I had it up until we got them stolen, but it was all through the 90s when I had it. But I got it in the early 90s. I probably got it in like I was probably 6 or 7. I was born in 86. Um you guys see the new Best Tech knives? And then what other new knives was there? There was some other new knives I wanted to write down. Um, the new there's another QSP knife that I thought looked really cool. What the hell was the name of it? Oh man, I don't remember. Did I write it down? Tell me I wrote it down. I don't think I did. Shit, I didn't. The QSP Hawk, I think is what it's called. It has 14C28N steel. That looks pretty dope. It looks like a really cool knife. Did you ever find out who stole your knife collection all those years ago? So no. I've had them stolen twice. So the first time, no. But the second time, yes. The second time I did. I wound up recovering a couple of them, but a lot of them were, sold off and lots of shit damaged and broken. And I don't even want to say what I did about it. Um, but yeah, I did find out. But that was the second time. The first ones, those were the ones that really meant something. Those were the ones that I couldn't replace. The other ones were a little more replaceable, but still pissed me off. Oh yeah, the QSP Hawk. I did write it down. in 14C28N. That knife looks really cool. And then I don't know the Bestex names, but there's a couple of like 3 new Bestech knives that look really cool. I'm trying to get my hands on a couple of them. I'm hoping I'm going to. Bestech exploits looks and like the field duty. What knife does Bestech? Oh, okay. You're talking about the Shodan, right? The Shodan and the field duty do have a similar look. I mean, you know what else you could say has a similar look? That Artisan, is it the Arius? I forget the name of it. The new Artisan knife. What's up, Zach? Zach's in the house. Everybody go sub to Zach's channel. Great channel over there at Zach's. Zach's stuff. What do you think of the Spyderco Drunken? What's up, Shane? Thanks for the donation, man. Thank you. I've never tried the Drunken. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a little overpriced, maybe. I don't know. I've never tried it. I probably would have said that this was overpriced before I tried it, but I love it. So I would imagine it's great because most of those titanium Spydercos are fantastic. And I think that was one of the questions I was going to read from the comments section that I'm kind of ignoring now. That's awesome. I follow all the knife channels too, Black Nail, all of them. At least all the ones that I know of. Every once in a while I run into one I don't know of. Q1 Fiend, put the new Bestex, no exploit, he said. Or no Bestex exploit. Yeah, go check out those new Bestex. I'm hoping to get my hands on some of those new ones. They look amazing. A lot of new knives coming out for 20. What's up, Zach? Thanks, bud. Hey, everyone. Thanks for hanging with the news. I appreciate that, Zach. I appreciate that very much. And you know what? You're live and also Big Reds. I was in. I just wasn't commenting because I was doing this. So like I've been watching people's lives and but I've just been working. I haven't been able to comment. Did anyone watch that new Blade HQ video showcasing the new Kaiser knives? Yes, that was another thing I want to talk about. Thank you. I love that you guys, wait, hold on. The Deviant, which looks like the imitation of the True Sentias 204 Bronc. 204 Bronc, this is the knife he's talking about. But I did see that video, and they had a few really cool knives that I think look pretty awesome. One in particular is the one I think you're talking about. It has thumb studs, and it's made by Sheepdog, right? Or the same designer of the Sheepdog. Is that the one you're talking about? It has the same designer as the Sheepdog, and it looks badass. Dirk Weirning, what's up, bud? Shout out to Dirk Weirning. Definitely go sub to his channel as well. Hey, knife friends, I gotta fly. All right, Dion, thank you for coming through, bud. I appreciate it. Hey, man, have you ever handled something obscene? No, I have not. The Sheepdog knife. Yeah, that thing looks pretty cool. That's the one that was most interesting to me. Then there was that one other knife. I don't know the names of them. That's the problem. But they all looked pretty cool. There was a couple of them that was a little they had that one that was the small and the medium size knife. Those looked pretty cool. I seen them it was Blade HQ. That was the people that were doing the video or the interview about it. 22 people in your live must be drunk tonight. Yeah, they usually are on Saturdays. Saturdays is their drinking nights. So let me I'm just gonna go over. The only thing is that how do I do this where I can pull you guys up at the same time? I'm not a fan of them putting the names on the clips now. No, me either, Knife Sergeant. I 100% agree. That was my biggest problem with the SOG knives. It's like I already know what I'm carrying. That's free advertisement. That's what that is. If I'm walking around with a knife and it has the name on the clip, then that's free advertisement. When I bought the knife, I'm not trying to go and advertise for you. I advertise when I talk about it, not when I'm wearing it walking around. I don't like it. I don't like the names. Like Benchmade's, it's so subtle you can't see it. So
you don't care when it's anyone else's brand except SOG.
No, Gerber. Okay, I'm gonna... Baby, I need the computer. All right, so I'm gonna go to some of these questions, and I want you guys to help me answer them. I answered some of them already, but most of them I didn't. So, we already got some more. I'm just go past. So, hi, Jared. For my next knife, I'm not going to say who they're from or anything, but he says, for my next knife, I want to buy one from Spyderco's wish list. He's like, but I find it hard to choose between completely different knives in more or less of the same price range, which I agree on. The Spidey Chef, Kapara, or the Smock. Which one would you guys choose? That's such a hard question. The Spider... Whoa. I was all backed up. Maycat, thank you. I prefer the Drunken. I think that was the only one I missed. Okay, so between... I don't remember. The Kapara, the Smock, and the Chef. What do you guys think? We got Kapara, Smock. I hit the ding. I got the ding. The Spidey Chef. Smock for me, then the Kapara. Okay. I love the Smock. But I did wind up trading it. So that says something, right? I really like this Kapara. The Chef was really nice, but when I had the opportunity to trade for it, I didn't do it. So that kind of says something too. I feel like if I owned the Chef, I would be saying the Chef right now. Wallaby says Smock, easy. I like the Smock because of the hollow. Damn it, man. This Kapara is sweet, man. I really like... I'll say this. I don't think the Kapara... Okay, what's the price difference? That's the big question. Is the Smock cheaper than all of them? How much is the Smock? What is it? 160 or something? 170? And then this is like 180, right? 190 or something like that. Am I right about that? I love the Kapara. And I honestly think I'd probably pick the Kapara over them. But the Chef, man, it's all titanium. That's my shit. I love titanium. The Smock is 175. So I do think the Smock holds the least amount of value. It does have the hollow grind, which I love. I love the hollow grind. But you get that what's that G10 called? Whatever G10. This has real carbon fiber. The Chef, that has titanium. So what's a Chef, 210 or something? I think the Chef probably has the best value. You bringing me the pet? What are you doing?
Hi.
Hey. What are you doing? Huh?
Saying hi.
You're not allowed in here. You want to sit down?
A little.
Go ahead.
My eyes finally don't hurt anymore.
That's good. So we're reading comments from
I hear y'all.
YouTube.
That's a good idea. I heard that and I was
But
like,
I'm not saying
Oh.
the names though.
well, that's okay.
Laminated, yes, whatever
I mean,
it's
to
called.
be
It's where
fair,
they
though-
basically stick a print on top of the
What do you
G10.
need the computer for?
So that I don't have to go back and forth.
Okay.
I can read them and talk to them at the same time. But I mean, I can.
Oh, you
Turn
have
that down.
you
Turn it
have
down
your,
before it pops on. What? Everybody's saying hi. Hey, Aunt Dawn. Aunt Dawn said hi. She missed you guys. Yes, it was definitely not for me.
Skeech. Look at this weird camera angle.
Yeah, I did that because it was picking up the wall over there. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
Okay, that's right.
All right, so get back to the questions.
Questions?
Yeah, we were scrolled down a little bit because a couple came in while we were sitting here. Oh, you know what I seen a video of? I don't know how real it was, but it looked real as hell. These people were canoeing, and this whale came up and ate. I'm guessing right afterwards. Hey, Mr. C, thank you,
whoa.
bud. Thank you. What do
I
you
look
do?
so much bigger
Oh,
than you.
he. Yeah, you do. The whale ate it was a big whale. I mean, the type of whale that a canoe and humans could fit in the mouth of. It came up, and the canoe and the people went right in the mouth. I'm guessing he spit them right out because that type of whale, in all reality, a lot of people don't know this, but those whales, their throats are only the size of a golf ball. So they can't swallow anything. That's why a lot of times they let things sit in their mouth and then they basically filter things out of their mouth and then swallow like slowly for a long time. I'm guessing he spit them out, but it was crazy to see though, man. A big old whale swallowed a
Literally.
canoe and 2 people.
Can I say something?
What?
So I was going to the comments just now, and really quickly I clicked on the held for review section,
Uh-oh.
and there's like from people we know and are not weirdos, getting the dumbest shit held for review.
I know.
That
I
Hearty
know.
with Aztec calendar and perp is a sexy bitch. Why is that held
Because
for
sexy
review?
bitch.
Oh God.
Yeah, you guys gotta be careful. If you guys are gonna cuss in our comments,
YouTube's an asshole.
just shorten the words down. Like for the F word,
Or-
just use FK. I get it. Bitch. Just B
Or the
C
other
H
thing
or
is
something.
if you post links in your comments.
Yeah, if you do that too, if you post links, they'll flag it, and I won't see it.
Like, I mean, I'm talking about stuff from like.
Unless if it's from a damn Russian bot, then they'll send it. Isn't that weird? I get those
Yeah.
all the time.
Okay.
Was it a humpback? It was I don't know if it was the blue whale or the humpback. One of the two. It was the big motherfucker. I think it might have been a humpback. Maybe it was a humpback.
I need one of your stickers. Like, why is
Hey,
that held
thank
for
you,
review?
thank you.
So weird. Oh my God. There's
Not
like a million-
DG. What's up, bud? Buccaneers.
Oh, you know what sucks, baby?
What happened?
Some of these are giveaway things, like giveaway
Uh-oh.
entries.
Entries?
Yeah. We gotta go through these.
Oh,
I mean, they're
shit.
from a long time ago.
If they're
but-
from a long time, we'll just delete them all. I mean, if they're from a long time, there's nothing we can do now. It's too late.
Okay.
I mean, unless it's from
I
the
don't know.
last
I'm
one.
just on all the comments, so like,
I think I would have checked them by then.
do
They
you
must
want
have
the
been from
ones that you
last
have
one.
not responded to?
No,
in person?
No, well, no. There's some I'm not reading.
I know,
Okay,
but like
so-
I'm on the list.
Right, I'm going through and just looking for. There was a few good questions here. I'm just looking up a couple. Some of them are
Okay.
just regular,
You're
like
not, you're not listening.
what?
I said, do you want me to? Right now, it's filtered to the comments that you have not responded to.
I know that.
Were the ones you're looking for? Did you respond to them?
I said I responded to some of them already.
So do you want me
but
to undo that filter? I'm saying on
Yes,
here.
yes, undo the filter. Yes.
I didn't put it on there. YouTube
Then
did.
I thought you just said you did.
YouTube did. I was saying, should I remove it?
Oh, well, just
Because
go.
it makes it easier for you to answer them.
You're
That's
making
why.
this so difficult.
I don't understand how you don't understand. What is
I'm just
happening?
going like this. Let me show you. I'm just going like this. Look, YouTube, bang. Oh, look, questions. Hey.
Here I am. That's what I'm on.
Your wife is great addition to the videos. She's a free
Addition.
thinker. She's
I
a
was
free
here from the
thinker.
start, y'all.
I purchased the battle. Oh yeah, the
Addition.
He's speaking about this. This is I'm not gonna say who it is, but he knows who he is. Actually, he's the owner of this knife. I purchased the Battle Bronze hardware clip and thumb disc from DLT. It came with all working finish hardware. He's talking specifically about this knife. As I heard, there wasn't a lot. Like I heard that they're gonna be switching the blade, not switching, but getting different blade shapes on this knife, which I think is an amazing idea. I can't wait for that. I knew that was down there. Yeah. He he said I cringed when I saw the oil coming through the pivot,
Ding, ding,
which
ding.
didn't matter.
Do
That's
one.
why I need you over here.
Do one of these. Big one.
Thank you. Who was it?
Kareem Tozo.
Thank you, Kareem. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that.
Donation.
What? Oh, everybody gave me shit for this, man. Everybody. I'm just gonna talk about. So in the Malibu video, I said that it was. I think I said it was all T6s or something. Which really the point was that it wasn't T8s. That was my point. And everybody gave me shit like, actually, it's Allen wrenches. Actually. And then that just makes my argument even more. So instead of using all T6s, which I know Allens are better than Torx, but they used Allens and T6s. Instead of just doing T8s all the way around, or at the very least, T8s and then maybe a couple Allens.
Well, you need to be right all the time.
I have to be right all
I'm
the
gonna be
time.
wrong.
You better not be
Can
wrong.
I ask you something?
What?
Since like I'm more of like the I actually pay attention to comments person, can you just do your questions over there and I'll
How
have the
dare
comments
you?
here?
How dare you?
You know what I mean? Like I catch up.
Bloody hell! How many knives are you packing? You have a knife? Do you have a knife room yet? It's dang YouTube for fuck's sake. Oh, I love some of these. Hey, what are you doing?
My forehead looks like it has a light beaming off of it.
Okay, well, just all you gotta do is just turn it.
But
Face
look-
it that way. Just turn
Look
it.
how bright I still look, even with that.
Like I say, turn it. Nope, 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 nope. Yep. Keep going.
Well, yeah.
Keep going. Right there. There you go. Bang. Now watch when you sit down. Bang. Bang. All right, let me just go back to here. Sorry guys. I'm back. I'm gonna stop reading the things. I like that you didn't just love the Malibu, but you were willing to find some fault.
Remember-
Yeah, I tried doing that
remember I
with
did that?
all knives. What?
Wait, the Malibu is that one from Drop, right?
No, it's this one.
Oh, it reminds me of that one from Drop, though.
Which one?
The Mordax.
Oh, well, that's the same company.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why they have a lot in common to me, and I also had, yes, it is.
I
It's
do.
reflecting off my
I do,
huge
Breeze.
forehead. It reminds me a lot of that in a lot of ways, and I also found fault in the Mordax when everyone else was super hyped.
I found fault on too.
So I also think though that you and I have the nature and the personality that if everyone likes something that we're like something's gotta be wrong with it. Like it almost
Well,
makes you look harder in a
What
way.
I try to do is I try doing two things. One, I try to imagine if I spent the money on it. If I spent the money on it, I'm going to critique it more, right? So I always try, even if it's a gift or anything, I try to imagine that I spent my hard-earned money on it. And then,
Boom.
Hey, Mark, thank you, bud.
Late again.
Late again.
okay.
Always late.
It's kind of funny that you're late and your logo is Speedy Gonzalez, though. It's ironic.
That is a little fishy. Now, I can't see the knives on the desk.
desk.
Damn it, Kara.
Oh, I thought you never wanted your desk showing. You always freaked the fuck out
I
about
never
that.
freaked out about that. Why would I freak out about
Every
that?
time
It's a
you're like-
knife channel.
No, not the,
no. We look like vampires now.
not the whatchamacallit.
I don't. It's because of these screens.
It's just, yeah.
It's just the screens.
The entire
It's just the
MO
screens.
of this thing. Oops. Hold on, I can turn
Anyways,
my brightness down.
but no, I also try to critique them because I try to use them if I can. Obviously, I don't use all the knives because some people, request for me not to hurt their knife. And obviously, I don't need to use it if I'm just flipping it and checking it out. Benjamin, thank you. What does that say? Number one. Thank you
It's
very
like a
much,
thing,
man.
He's like, number one? Why is it so professional? Is he painting?
Yeah,
That's
he
so
painted
cute.
it.
It reminds me of that thing you showed me today with that little guy painting the little guy.
Yeah, exactly. Gang of Four, man, you look like Ryan Felipe, the actor. Well, thank you. He's a good-looking dude.
I don't know who that
It's
is.
a compliment to me. He's in a bunch of movies.
Ryan
You know who it is.
Felipe.
Felipe. When did you start buying knives with your hard-earned money? Oh, that's so funny.
Can I see you, please? There is some resemblance. I mean, I wouldn't look at you guys and be like, oh, you look the same. But there's definitely...
I think it's fucked up that you had to ask me to look at you.
Well, I wanted to see, like, your specific eyes and your
man.
bone structure
I
and
don't think
stuff.
they're saying we're identical twins, baby.
Well, I know, but you know how, like, when somebody says that and you don't agree, but you can find something
Yeah,
in them
I
where
just
you're
would
like,
think,
get
I
it.
would just think you would have me in your head already, and you wouldn't need to do that. You wouldn't need to
Tell
be
me
like,
exactly where the 3 freckles are on my face. Go.
what does that got to do with
You should
matching
know
up with
me.
a picture?
You should know exactly how my face looks. I have 3 really dark freckles on my face. Where
Cheek,
are
chin,
they?
forehead.
Nope.
I'm close, though.
No, you're not. Lip. You said cheek, chin, forehead. I have nothing on my chin.
I did mean like lip right there.
Uh-huh.
That's the cheek.
I have
This is the
these,
cheeks, though.
and I have nothing on my forehead. The 2 are right there.
Well, this is still part of the forehead.
Oh, fuck you up. Let's go back to these questions.
Oh, Crash was a great movie. He just did a pretty decent movie with 50. Well, not just. It was I guess a while
This is,
ago,
like,
but with
really
50
close.
Cent. Kara looks like Olivia Wild. I'm guessing Wild.
I think that's one that I've heard before.
What do I find wrong with the Tucson TS129? You watch my review. You'll see. I don't.
Jared is way hotter than Ryan Felipe. I agree.
Thank you.
I agree.
I agree too. The TS2, the 129, I don't have it here right now. I do own it, but I don't have it here. But
this lady?
I don't remember what I had an issue with.
This lady looks like Angelina
remember.
Jolie, kind of, which I don't like.
But I know I did have some, just probably not that big of a deal. That's who you said you look like? No.
I mean, that's a really bad picture.
That's a bad picture of her.
To be fair,
I
but
already
like
know.
that's her though.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't agree with that.
I think she has a really intense square
We've had
jaw.
that one. Who's that one lady they always say you look like? I can't remember her name.
Oh,
now.
fucking Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
Ew.
No, was it Kristen Stewart? That was
I've
somebody
heard that
else.
one a couple
No,
times.
it was that other girl, not her.
Did you ring the bell on that gamer?
No, I just seen it. Thank you,
What
gamer.
do you find wrong with the TS?
Oh, that's the one I was answering.
Did you
yeah,
ding
yeah,
it
yeah.
though?
Did I not ding it?
I don't feel like you dang it.
remember. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to think. I don't.
Thank you, Colt.
Just in case. I don't remember what I didn't like, but I know the clip is good, the milling's good, the grind is good. I love the ergos. I think it had almost everything right. I think whatever I didn't like was very, very minimal. I know one thing, the choil is okay, but it's not the best. But it's definitely a damn good knife. T8s all the way around. I believe they're T8s all the way around. Reverse detent ramp. It's an amazing knife. That one's definitely a winner. Especially from Tucson. Because there's some Tucsons that, like, when I buy them, I usually buy Tucsons that I already know I'm going to like. Now, there are some, though, that I'm not that big on, just because they're not for me.
What are we talking about?
In Bob DeMarco's thing. Oh, you didn't know. I said Kara's got like 4 or 5 friends at work into knives.
Yeah.
I said, so obviously I'm missing 4 or 5 knives.
They were all mine though.
No, they weren't.
Listen, here
What?
we go. Are you ready?
What?
Mini sheepdog. Whose was that?
Mine.
Kind of. It was given to you, but I absolutely took it over. The Tangram button lock what is it? The Vector?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine.
No. Stasa gave that to us, and you didn't care about it. Mine.
Mine?
Okay?
Wait, let me just
Next
be clear.
one.
Let me just be clear.
Kaiser Mini Dolman. Bought that for myself.
Let me just be
Mine.
clear. Let me just be clear.
What?
When I said mine, it wasn't meaning that they didn't come from you two. It meant that not like we could give
Yeah, but
away
like
knives.
you know how like we have knives and then there's like certain ones. It's not like we don't share
Yeah,
them.
no, I know.
but
All
it's like,
my knives
that's
are yours, and all your knives are yours. I know how it goes.
No,
and
but,
so
like,
does
there's
every man in this fucking chat right now.
certain
They know
ones-
exactly
No, because
how it
like,
goes.
okay, tell me the last time that I've been like, no, you can't carry the micarta or the fucking micarta fucking what is this? A PM2 right here?
You've
When's the last time
literally-
I've ever been like, no, you can't carry
It's
that?
not my knife.
But you know what I mean? Like something
not
that
my
is
knife.
yours. What's something that like you consider yours?
Listen, there's been many times that you literally stopped me and I wasn't allowed to give a knife away. Or not give a knife away, sorry, trade a knife. Because even though you
did the smock.
you had never carried it, not once.
You know what's fucked up is you did the smock and you were bitching like, when's the last time you've carried it? I had carried it the week before in my big pocket
The
pants.
only reason you did that was so you could say
Boom,
that.
bang!
Marvin, thank you. Thank you.
I like that one. That's my one. That's
Yeah, thanks a lot, Bob. The
Hey,
Rockstead Higo. What
You gotta
about
do
it? Why?
Pull the glasses down and do a hey you. A little cheeky one. A little peek and a little hey you.
What am I supposed to do with my hands?
Give them the
Oh, I don't want to do that with my hands. I'll
Do
just
the-
do the.
finger guns.
Oh,
Hey you.
oh yeah. Hey, you.
Ooh, that was nice and creepy. I liked it.
Yeah, very creepy.
Here you go, Diggy.
Anyone want to trade something cool for my Malibu? Ooh, you know what, Knife
Damn.
Sergeant? You should have said that in the comments of the video. I believe there was a few in there of people bitching saying, been trying to get him, but I can't seem to get one. So I
Why do
guarantee
you want to trade it? Just out of curiosity.
he's got 2 of them.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
If you do want to trade it, everybody, Knife Sergeant has a Malibu that he's willing to trade. So why don't you guys all shout out the knife you're willing to trade? We'll see how bad you guys actually wanted that knife. All you guys were talking all that shit, wanting to buy the knife, but I bet are you willing to trade for it? Because that is a big difference, right? A lot of people are willing to spring that cash up, but when you ask them if they want to trade for something, it's hard for them to let go of their babies, right? They're like, oh no, I can't sell trade one of my babies, but he'll probably sell it. No, I did things wrong, and I got
superior button locks first. Oh, so he got a knife that he thought was better. You think I'm 6'3"? How tall does that make you?
It's because you're in that high chair.
No, someone asked how tall I was, and I said 5'3".
There we go.
You feel better?
Do you?
I don't care. I can be 6'3". But no, to my point though, there's a lot of knives that you have that I do not like. Like, when's the last time you
It doesn't
wanted to carry
matter,
the
baby.
NB and I've stolen
Baby,
it from
it's
you?
okay, baby.
But you're trying to make me out
It's
to be
okay,
something I'm
baby.
not, and you know it.
We already know.
You know
we
it.
already
What
know
do we know?
that you're not like that. That you're a very giving person. That's why you're giving so many knives to all your friends at work.
Yes.
And, you're just getting them into knives. So you're actually getting customers for knife companies.
Yeah.
You're actually helping the whole community out.
And they all have.
You guys are lucky that she does so many favors.
Do you know that I do tell all of them when I give them knives that they have a lifetime sharpening service?
I know. I get them in for sharpening.
You've
you
only
show
done it
up
like 3 times.
Yeah. That's still 3 times.
That's a long time.
That's
like
still
a
3
year.
times you walk in. You're like, you gotta sharpen this. And I'm like, why?
I give you time.
Why, baby? Because I said so.
Well, I
Just
promised.
joking. Because I promised.
I promised. I bought 2 Sun knives for around $2,000.
Woo! Big money.
Wait, what?
Big money.
You bought it for $2,000? I am confused. Oh, Kareem. Dude, this is that guy that leaves the funniest fucking comments I've ever seen in my life.
I know. We talk all the time.
Okay. And the thanks I got is now that there are only 4 items I can bid on, and 2 Sun knives haven't been able to ship to my location for 2 years.
What?
Damn.
That's
Wait, if
crazy.
they haven't been able to ship.
How the hell you been getting them?
Yeah. Or why have you been buying them?
He must be shipping them to his friends.
Something. Evil E knows everything about Kara.
So Knives in our lives says, what about the ProTech SNG for the Malibu? I'm not positive, but I'm wondering. He said he was into button lock, so he's probably into something more frame lock. I'm guessing. That's just a guess, though. Knife Sergeant, you answer that.
Lacey said, did mine come with a lifetime sharp? So you right now, just so you know, because I don't think you know this, there's 4 people that at any moment could need a knife sharpened.
I know. I don't mind sharpening
5,
people's knives every
4,
once in a while.
4 or 5. Yeah.
I noticed 15 slackers out there who need to hit the damn like button.
Q1 Fiend coming up. Up in the
again,
world.
email me with inquiries. Don't want to clutter up the chat. We don't care. Thanks, Mark, for being late. Just busy working on my house. Lose track of time. Trying to put in the yard. All right, bud. Well, thank you, man. Thank you for the donations. And no problem, bud. Speedy Gonzalez. Got work
Evil
to do.
E says, I love this live more than any other. That's amazing.
I do want to ask, though, Knife Sergeant. I know you're not trying to
Clutter
up that chat, even though I don't care. But what is something that you're more interested in other than button lock, like frame lock, liner lock? I'm not saying that, like, if you say frame lock, that means all liner locks don't count. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, what is something that you're most interested in, if anything? Do you have a preference or no?
What's your favorite lock? All time, go.
I think frame.
Frame.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
but I still love
frame
liners.
with an insert or frame without an
Oh,
insert?
I love an insert, but there are some damn good knives. Like this
Pick
one
one.
does not have an insert, and
Pick
it's
one.
perfect.
Which is your fave?
If I was gonna have to choose between one of the
Yeah.
two, probably with an insert.
insert.
But That doesn't mean I don't love
Seems logical. What about kukris?
because like even this one, this is one of the best framing locks ever. I mean, this doesn't have an insert. So.
Seems logical because
Same thing with
I
this
know you
one.
like kukris.
No insert,
Do you guys
perfect.
remember when Kubi actually? It was a while back. They made a folding kukri.
Kubi?
Yeah, I'll look it up. It's not like a huge one.
Do you
but
know
they
my
did
my Hinder XM24 does not have a steel lock bar insert? Most of them do, and it's a tri-way. Isn't that crazy?
Okay, this is the fixed blade one. It's one of their older designs. Like, it's not brand. Oh, they have a fixed blade one that's pretty cool though. Wow, I spelled kukri.
Damn,
so
that
wrong.
sucks, Kareem. That really sucks, man. I've had that happen to me though a couple times where they've messaged me and said, "Oh, sorry, sorry, you're not gonna get that knife you want."
What,
Even though you from well, Chinese companies, but from Amazon and from eBay, I've had that happen. These lives are always really good fun. Thank you, thank you.
Here it is.
What is it?
The folding kukri. You see it?
Yeah, I don't know if I remember that.
It's older, but
Is it a
I
liner
know
lock?
Seems Logical loves kukris. I think it's got a flipper. It's a liner. I see the liner.
There's a liner lock.
Here, I'll link it.
Yeah, link it, but hopefully by Wednesday we'll be able to show you the picture. I don't know if we'll have to screenshot it and then put it up on the screen. I already know how we can put pictures up on the screen. I just don't know how we can get it from the internet, but I think we can. Without
I'm
taking a
not a fan of
screenshot.
folding kukris. They're usually too light to perform like a kukri should. Yeah, no, I know. It's more the novelty of having that shape.
What do you
in a
think about
folding
that
knife.
cold steel one? What do you think about that one?
Which
though?
one? That?
No, I got it in a box over here. It hasn't come up for review yet. It's right there. It's in that box.
The top box?
The box that's no, it's behind the spider coast.
Can I get it?
Yeah, you can get it. Go ahead. Fucked up.
Wait, like this white box?
Yep, the white box back there. Just don't let them see the names on it or nothing. There you go. Grab 2 cold steel boxes that are in there.
What is this?
Leave them all in there except for the 2 cold steel boxes. I don't need you seeing my stash. Don't want her seeing my stash, guys. Oh, well, the real steel, that's not cold steel.
It says steel.
What's up, Russ?
Wait,
A folding kukri seems like a lot of frying pans made from tin foil.
What?
There's some good ones out there. I have a lion steel rock and bronze in perfect condition for sale. 300 or best offer. Black nail knives.
I've ever
is
seen
saying.
a decently good folding kukri, though, to be honest.
This is a decently good one. I need to put a new edge on it, but it's definitely a good one.
Ew, look at a piece of hair.
This is it right here.
I hate hair. No, you're doing...
This is it.
Well, this is a kook.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it is. But it's like...
It's solid though.
That's actually...
It's super smooth.
I mean, I don't... Here's the thing. You can't go into it thinking, like, I'm going to chop things. But I feel like I could chop some small things with it. Like an appropriate sized thing to this knife.
Yeah.
I could chop with this.
Yeah. That
100%.
Rockstead button lock
not as
looks
heavy as it
badass. Let me just say, that thing looks badass. And it has another detent. So, where's that Malibu, baby? Okay, so, like, this uses the plunge from the button as the detent. The Rockstead one has a separate detent. So, it's very snappy. I don't know if you have to like overcome it when you close it, but it's supposed to be a very unique action. So you have the separate button lock from the detent. Sounds pretty cool.
Why does the handle look so fucking long
What do you
compared
mean?
to the blade? It looks silly.
I don't know, but this thing is super smooth.
It is though. It's not as heavy as it like looks like it would
No,
be.
it's like super snappy.
A lot of cold steels get really.
It has a lot of tension in the
Are
lock.
you sharpening that by
Yes,
any chance?
yes.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, it's in for sharpening
Let me
actually.
see. Ooh, that's a. Why are all the handles so large?
Well, that one's like, it's Lynn Thomas.
Look at this handle.
He gets
oh
her
my
done.
God. I know, but I feel like I need a big old blade on the end of this handle so I can like.
Chop.
Yeah, that's what this handle feels like, the way it's canted and the finger holes.
But
in
you know
it.
what though? Look at this. It has a nice hollow grind. I mean, this is a beautiful
Kara,
clip point.
Go work for Dutch Bros. Is that them one dudes?
Yeah.
What is their name again? Their channel name?
Knife
or
Dutch something.
No, it's
It's Dutch
damn
something.
it, I know it. Somebody tell me.
I don't know, but this thing has a beautiful clip point hollow blade. Beautiful.
I like the AK-47, but it has terrible blade to handle ratio. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bushcraft or Dutch.
Yeah.
Bushcraft something.
Yeah. That's it.
Dutch
bushcraft.
No, it's not just Dutch bushcraft. Is that what it is?
No. It's
Olivia
like
Wilde
that.
just popped up in my face. Creepy. Okay.
Dutch Bros is coffee. He's talking about coffee. He's not talking about the knife channel.
Oh.
But there is a knife channel that's like that.
Dutch Bros coffee. I feel like I've heard of that too, though.
Where's the... Oh. DBK.
DBK. What does that stand for? Dutch Bushcraft Knives.
Yep.
Dutch Bros.
Tristan's got her back. Thanks, bud.
Honestly, I have to say this Dutch Bros coffee, like their actual coffee houses.
Evil E says it's Starbucks competition.
They have the absolute ugliest branding for a coffee place that I've ever seen in my life.
You know, you really ripped me off on coffee today.
I'm literally going to rip into this right now. The colors of their stuff is like, it looks like White Castle. Look at that shit. That's an ugly branding for coffee.
I don't know. It's making me thirsty right now.
You're just thirsty, though. You don't see that fucking tin-ass, blue-ass roof. It looks like it sells auto parts. All of them do. That's bad branding. That does not look warm and cozy like a coffee to me, or like delicious. It looks like
Knife Sergeant says it's fire.
I'm not saying
though.
it's not. I'm saying
Fire.
that their branding is kind of garbage.
And he looks pretty serious about it.
Like, if they just threw one of those in an area where no one heard of it, it would get stomped on.
Everybody says it's better than Starbucks.
I'm not saying that it doesn't taste good. I'm saying their branding is trash. They should make their branding better.
Hey,
I like their little windmill. That's cool. Although it's pretty fucking stereotyped. I mean, every Dutch/Netherlands related business has a windmill or a tulip as their logo. But I'm just saying, yeah, it's like an AutoZone coffee house. Like, if you're gonna roll with that, just roll with it. That would be dope as fuck, like an industrial
looks like
ass.
Napa. Napa is what it looks like.
What's Napa? Like Napa Valley?
That's the one with the blue. They're blue.
Oh. Oh,
AutoZone's
right. But yeah. Did you actually earn that? Oh, he earned a cookie. I don't think he earned coffee though. But
AutoZone
yeah.
coffee house.
Shane,
What
I
are we
never drank
talking about?
Starbucks till I worked at Starbucks, pretty much. I think I had Starbucks maybe once or twice in my life before I actually worked there. If I didn't work there, I would not drink it as much as I do.
Yes, Casey Tyler, you're already dead. So you showed up late, you're already dead. That's the name of the game.
Wait,
You got like a 15-minute window, and after that,
I think
everybody
everyone
dies.
needs a good killing. I gotta do one of those soon.
Yeah.
We haven't done one in a while.
You know, I wonder if we could, when we put that app in play, and we got that going on, if somehow we
I
could
could
make it.
animate it.
Well, I don't know about animated, but we can make it better.
But I could animate it. That would be cool as shit.
I bet we could.
And put up like little animations
we
for like
can
the
do-
scene. Like lay out my scene so y'all don't try to fucking change it like you always do.
Well, we can do pictures. We can do banners. We can do like logos. We can even do a back screen like behind us. It supposedly takes a little bit down from the quality, but we can put stuff
like
behind
a green
us.
screen.
If we had a green screen.
All you need is just green. It doesn't have to
I
be
understand,
like
I understand. But
professional.
then there also is a back thing. I don't know if we need a green screen for this part, but supposedly you can do like a backdrop thing. I don't know. We gotta see how it goes. Pete's coffee's good. I like Pete's. I like Pete's a lot.
I like their
their
K
pods.
cups.
Yeah, K
Except
cups.
I'm having a hard time drinking K cups now that I have that
Why do they always
espresso
call them
machine.
pods? Is there?
Because it's a pod.
Okay. Pod.
It's a pod.
It's a pod.
It is. It says pods on the box.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then that's why then. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
Coffee pod.
Yeah, I'm thirsty for some coffee, baby.
I am thirsty.
For some coffee. And, you know, it's not far away. There's even cream in the fridge. Ready to go, baby.
I'm going to make iced coffee if I do this. I'm not
Well, why don't
doing
you just
hot.
make regular hot
I don't want
coffee?
hot. I'm thirsty. Do your thing. I'll be back.
You prefer tea over coffee? Yeah, I definitely don't do that. But I still like tea, though.
Tea tastes like nothing to me.
Oh, I love me some good tea.
I know you're weird.
I even like hot tea with a little bit of cream in it. Fire. During the live when, or no, it wasn't a live. When I was in Ray's thing, you know, I don't want to give away what happened during the video when I was on Everyday City Carry, but you guys should definitely watch it when it drops. It should be dropping anytime. But he does that are you garbage or are something like that thing where they ask you a bunch of questions and it basically just like, like finds out like if you're garbage or not. And that's, you know, overwhelmingly obvious. But one of them was, do I like milk? And it's like, of course I like milk. I'll fucking drink milk straight out the jug. I love milk. Like milk is like it's better than anything. Milk's better than water to me. And he doesn't like milk. She doesn't like milk. I mean, she'll drink milk with her cereal, but I'll drink milk with anything. Oh no, this was the question. Did you have a cup of milk with dinner? And I said every time, yes, of course. You always have milk with your dinner. I love me some good milk. Milk is the shit. I'll drink fucking creamer. I love it. And also like my protein shakes, like you can drink protein shakes with water, but to me that just sounds disgusting. But when you have it with milk, it tastes like a milkshake. Drink it with water, it tastes like you're drinking powder and water. I won't drink milk. I'll cook with it though. I'll do everything with it. I mean, well, maybe not everything, but you know what I meant. Milk has to be in a glass or I don't drink it. Ooh, a nice ice cold glass of milk, like one of those frozen cups filled with, ooh, man. So many better options available than Gold Peak. I need a Strider AR. Yeah, that's a damn good knife. Damn good knife. This one's got a pretty good edge on it too. Damn good knife. Yeah, I like it a lot. I like this knife. This one could definitely use a little more breaking in. The first one I had, I definitely broke it in faster. This one I haven't really been fidgeting trying to break it in. The first one I think was like more brand new, so I was kind of breaking it in for the person. But this one's still really good. And they break in over time, just like all Medfords. Anyone else can pre-order the Arcane Crawler. Has anybody else pre-ordered the Arcane Crawler? I don't even know what the Arcane Crawler is. Shit. I want to look it up, but fuck it. The Arcane Crawler. Go without your phone or without your knives. Ooh. Oh, man. That's a tough one, man. Go without your phone or without your knives. I would have to say... Damn it, bro. That's a tough one, man. Because I feel like I couldn't get another knife without my phone. And I want the knife because I can't, live without my knife. Man, that's a hard one, man. Don't be asking hard-ass shit like that that's going to fucking stump me all night. Basically, the Necronaut without the Warncliffe. Oh, okay. I gotcha. What blade shape is on it then? Oh, Butter Warncliffe. Sorry. Brain fart. Butter Warncliffe. That sounds sweet. And I guarantee I would like that even better. Because I liked the other one, the Necronaut, but it'd be better with a Warncliffe. The Tonto is great, but it's a very... Sorry, I'm flicking this thing next to the microphone. But it's very aggressive, which I like. But the knife is just a little too nice. See, to me, an aggressive Tonto like that has a specific purpose. For scraping, prying, and obviously cutting. But that doesn't look like a knife I want to scrape and pry with. So when I think of a good Tonto, I think of one like on like a Cold Steel or maybe Emerson, something like that. But no complaints about the Tonto. It's very aggressive on that one. I like it. But a Warncliffe would be better on that blade or on that handle. I feel like you really are missing the boat on this. Wallaby, you're missing the boat, man. My phone ties me to work 24/7. I'd be happy to ditch my phone. Oh, you asked Russ the question. He already threw the phone out the window. It was already gone. If I had to pick, I guess I'd be going without the phone. Man. See, I'm thinking about this whole YouTube thing. I'm thinking about purchases. Like life just evolves, and I hate that life evolves around a phone, but it really does. But I feel like life evolves around me with knives too. So to me, like that's like, but yeah, I mean, in the big scheme of things, in the grand scheme of life, totally throw out the phone before the knife. Totally, 100%. Because I don't remember anybody needing to survive with a phone. Like, in all reality, like, think about it. No human being can survive without a knife. You can't. Like, it just doesn't exist. We've always existed with knives, and we always will. We need it to cut our food. We need it to do everything. So, with phones, it's different. We don't actually need a phone to survive. Is it true you were giving away a Malibu tonight? No, it was not true, but there is somebody trading a Malibu tonight. No, it will be a few weeks. I'm guessing he was doing huh.
God, this one's so good.
Oh, snap.
It's so
Oh,
good.
snap. I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's really good.
Hang on. Damn thing's like candy.
I didn't put a lot of sugar in it at all.
It doesn't have to be. Maybe on my nose.
No.
Damn it. Damn, that's good. Damn it, that's good.
So good.
New knives.
What you talking about?
I talked about this. So if you guys didn't check it out, I'm just going to talk about it really quick. But the sample pack that I was talking about in the links in that one video, so if any of you guys didn't see it, I got diamond spray. Right now there's no links in this video, but in my last video that I posted, there's diamond spray for straps. So you would take your strop and
so
spray the
strong.
diamond spray, let it dry, and then strop. But it makes for like really good strapping. But then there's also a Neve sample pack down there. It's cheap. It's like $13, but you get like a little tiny little thing of all their different strapping compounds. And by getting that, you get the really aggressive stuff all the way down to their polishing stuff. But it's a great value. $13 to try all their strapping compounds. That's a really good value. That's why I put it in there. I found it.
This coffee is unbelievably strong, but it's so... You're such a whipped cream vacuum. I try to ration it out and you just go...
What do you mean? I'm not.
You did what? I see... No, you did.
I mean, anyone want to sell a Mannix 2XL? I got one. I don't know if I'd sell it. I like that knife a lot, man. A lot. If you don't wind up, what do you got to trade? Because if you got something really good to trade, I don't know, though. I don't know, man. I love that knife. I do have my small one, though, that I carry more. I use that one for breaking up boxes more, and this one I carry more. Ray has a gift with getting people to open up and having fun. I'm glad he started the podcast. I agree. I love Ray's podcast, and he's talked me into doing a podcast now. So even though before I was thinking about doing it, but he's definitely pushed me over the ledge, and I'm definitely going to start a podcast.
Oh yeah, what's it even called?
You probably definitely heard a aggressive slurp. It's just gonna be Neevesknives.
But you're not gonna have like.
Oh, you mean a separate channel? I wasn't gonna do. Maybe I should though.
No, I mean like what's the podcast gonna be called?
Neevesknives. Oh,
Somebody,
you mean like how you gonna know the difference? How you gonna know the difference?
Somebody can. Come
If
up
I
with
go,
a better
put it this way,
name.
if I,
Like, do not just call it Neevesknives podcast.
why not?
Because That's boring.
You mean like Everyday City Carry podcast? That's boring. Like Knife Junkie podcast? That's boring. Neevesknives podcast? That's boring. Oh, you mean like that?
I'm just saying you could be a little creative with
No,
it.
if I do it on a separate channel, right? So
Call
if
it Bang. That's perfect.
no, because everybody will be coming in and thinking it's like
No one's gonna
something
come in here
nasty.
thinking it's gonna be something nasty.
Somebody will. Somebody's gonna come in the comments and be like, "Man, I was totally expecting something different."
Okay.
If I change the name, no, or not the name, if I change, like if I don't do it on this site or on the Neevesknives thing and I change it, like because I might want to do that to keep it separate so that people can expect something different, because I don't want to do it and then people expect all knife talk. I don't want that. I want them to know you're coming in and you're getting something different. Like in here, we talk crazy.
So why don't you call it like Neevesknives with a colon, Bang? Like that's the name of the podcast. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you know how like they okay, here we go. Like Tyler Perry's
Neeves Banging Podcast.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like something like that.
Did somebody say that?
Yes.
No, they fucking didn't.
Yeah, they
did
fucking
they?
did.
Neeves Banging Podcast?
I swear to God, somebody said,
Bang.
No. Somebody
Oh,
said,
right there. Neve Bangs Knives.
The Bang and Knife podcast. That was
I see Neve Bangs Knives. That I think.
Neeves Bang and Knives. No, that sounds fucking nasty.
Yeah. Hey.
But listen, you know what I'm saying? How they're like Tyler Perry's whatever, or like Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like Neeves Knives.
I gotcha.
Bang.
Right.
But whatever. What about Bangcast?
I like the Banging Podcast.
Bangcast. Put it in
Neeves
one word.
Banging Podcast.
Bangcast. Like one word.
Bangcast?
Sounds like a city.
Yeah. Sounds like
Bangkok.
Bangkok, yeah. And that sounds nasty too.
And it is. Neeves,
Casey Tyler, thank you. Neeves Lives.
Okay, thank you. That's what I wanted to call these, but somebody didn't stick with it. I kept saying you should call it Neeves Lives.
It's called Neeves Knives.
Remember,
Lives.
you're like, they won't know it's Neevesknives. And I was like, just call it Neeves Lives. That's amazing.
Well, anyways, the podcast will be something totally separate, and
fine.
I think I'm just gonna do it on a separate channel, though, possibly. So the problem will be, I'm obviously going to record and upload, but I'm gonna need all you fucks to go over there and subscribe, because I'm gonna start out at 0 followers.
What about Neevesknives After Dark, and always do it super late?
Oh.
Like the Late Late Show.
Maybe.
Well, Bree said
Well, I'm gonna upload it though. I'm gonna upload it. I'm not gonna do it live. That's the thing. Okay.
I just said After Dark.
Okay. I was just making sure you knew that.
Because like After Dark on shows, I feel like applies, like makes it sound like Neeves at night. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Damn it, Brandon. That's a good one. I like that.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
Neeves Knives has more than just knives.
We could think of
That's
some
a good one,
other
too.
like N words that like go with Neeves, besides the actual N word. But like we could do that, you know, like other things like that.
I promise there's only one Neeves on YouTube that I'm aware of.
No, there's not. There's another guy. I've
that?
seen it. Yeah, but ours is like okay. So like if you just go to YouTube,
There's that one guy on MTV that's name is Neeves.
he spells it N-E-V though. If you search N-E-E-V-E on YouTube, there is. I've seen.
Not every N word, Kara.
No, just like other words that start with N. Shut the fuck up. Or maybe it was Neeves. I know there's another channel that's just called
Neeves Nightlife. I like that too.
We have no nightlife.
Tell them about the name of the fucking shit, baby.
What?
Oh my God.
What name of the what shit?
Nothing.
Tell me what?
The channel! Holy shit!
Which channel?
Oh my God, baby.
The other
Are
channel.
you going crazy?
The one I'm looking
No, we're talking. They're giving names of the of the podcast.
Yeah,
They're giving names out.
Yeah.
Okay, you get it now?
I already understood that. What were you saying to me about it?
Nothing.
You said give him the name?
No, I read the name that they said.
And then what did you say after that?
Nothing. I don't remember now. You gotta stop.
I'm
You gotta
rewinding
stop.
this.
I hope so.
You said something to me.
I don't remember. Guys talk knives. Yeah, I can't steal that from them though. That's their thing. Hey, Mr. C,
Knives
thank you,
are
thank
knives,
you. Knives are
and
knives.
then we can. Ooh.
See, I don't want it to be
Ooh.
anything knives in there because I want to do like extra stuff. Like I don't want people to think that they're just coming there for knife stuff. So like I have knives already,
Why
right?
don't you call the podcast Knives and Other Shit?
Knives and such.
No, just that sounds like a weird market. Just call, sounds like a knife store that someone started and was like, couldn't think of a better name, so they just called it Knives and Such. With the N, with the apostrophe, Knives and Such.
I don't
Good
know.
night side of Neeves.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it on this channel or if I'm just gonna do it separate.
You should do it separate.
You
so
think
you
so?
can just run with it.
Yeah, maybe. But
And
then
then that way that that way that like if people like obviously like it's kind of like Everyday City Carrie where like he has knives involved in his podcast sometimes because that's an interest of his. But like there's a lot of channels that do that don't have to be about knives. If you're gonna do like a podcast, like you know who Peter McKinnon is, that photographer
Yeah.
guy who's huge. Yeah. He loves knives. He brings them into his videos sometimes. Knife people love him, right, because of that commonality. But like his videos aren't knife central. So I'm just saying if you're gonna start a channel with a podcast and the podcast is legitimately like not centered around knives, like 100%, then you can go with the Neeves name because you've branded it in a sense, but then like call it something else, and then anyone who comes there, they're not going to expect that the entire thing is going to be knives.
I just would imagine that from the start, a lot of knife people will be on there, and there'll be a lot of knife talk, and there'll be. I'm not saying like that's what it has to be. I'm just saying like that. I imagine that that's the way it would start off, is with a lot of knife people and knife people coming on and blah 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 blah.
You could do it kind of like Everyday City.
But the other thing that I just downloaded though, that's not what I'm talking about.
Starring One-Eyed
like that,
Jack.
I'm gonna be able to say do interviews and stuff. Like soon, I'm gonna be able. I just did the subscription thing, so now I can actually film interviews with people, and my plan of it's gonna be hopefully better. And I'm not downplaying anybody else's shit, but I'm saying hopefully it's going to be better than some of these other guys that do interviews. And I'm saying it because I got a little plan.
Better? You hope it's going to be better than that? What's wrong with it?
Well, it's just this one little thing that'll be better, not the actual video, just this one thing.
Did you want a sip of this?
I did. Yeah. No, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
It's the last sip.
Yeah.
I destroyed it. It was so good.
I'll share it with you.
It was so good.
I took half, you take half.
Sip?
No, go ahead. I took half. My job is being taken away by an app. The AI takeover is real. Yeah, that is
What
real.
app?
Within the next 20 years, that's going to be all the jobs. Like more knives. Nerves knows. Neeves knows. That's a good one. But now it's gone. Neevesknives featuring pianist Kara. Thanks, $15 an hour. Ain't that the truth, right? Ain't that the truth? Well, AIs are just so much cheaper than $15 an hour.
They aren't initially, but then once they're made.
Within the first year, they're paid for. Mm-hmm. Shit, how many years can you get out of an AI? 20, probably. 10 to 20 years if you keep up and maintain them. I don't know. Do a test run podcast, post on YouTube, and then get a contest for names. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. So, like I said, I'm going to start doing these one videos that I'm doing on this channel. And first, it's going to be kind of like a podcast. Is basically what it's going to be. So, there's going to be still a podcast on Neevesknives. I just don't know if I'm also going to do a separate one on another channel. But I'm for sure going to do one with Neevesknives. And, it'll be kind of like just talking and rambling and bullshitting, but I'll be able to incorporate the pictures and things in the video because I can edit them in later, and that's the beauty of it.
You know what you could call it? Neeves, naughty or knife.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't have to say Neeves or just naughty or knife.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Got it.
Did you get it?
Anyone else have it buffer for a second?
Yeah, I did. It's okay. It's okay, everybody.
The Jericara cast. That's a good one. That's a good one. But yeah, but I'm hoping, like, say if I interview
Elaborate on the naughty part, Kara.
say if I interview one of the guys from Blade HQ, or say Ray from Everyday City Carry, and me and him are talking, and me and him start talking about the Civivi pintail, right? We're talking about the Civivi pintail. Then after we're done with the video, I'll go through and I'll rewatch it, and then I'll take the pintail and I'll get some cool photos of it, or whatever we're talking about, and insert them in the video. So whatever we're talking about, you can see little cuts of. That way, if I do interview, say, a knife guy or a knife company, or a company that sells knives, like Knife Center or something, or whoever, I can show, because you know how shit quality those videos always are. Everybody knows that. Like, when you watch those interviewing videos, the quality's always shit. It's like you're trying to look at, like, I don't know how many pixels are in a bad picture. You're trying to look at, like, a knife under, like, 100 pixels or something. Like, it sucks.
You know how many pixels 100 is? It's like this big.
That's my point. Like, it sucks. So I don't want to
What'd you do? It's empty. Did you just smell it? Did you take a huff of that Stedman?
that leather.
That Stedman.
Yeah. That good old leather. But
Ray would be a good first guest.
oh, I'm definitely gonna interview him because he's had me on so many times. I'm definitely gonna have him on, but this time the tables have turned.
JFK. I can stand.
I would be a damn good interviewer because guess what? I ask the good questions. I ask the questions that everybody's too fucking scared to ask, and I
Who's
ask
scared?
everyone.
What's your question?
Oh, I'll ask
Give
everything.
me a scary question.
Well, it's not about scary.
I
It's
want a
about
scary question.
It's about the questions that are interesting. Like, it's like
I want one.
okay, like say if I was interviewing him, right? If I was interviewing him and he was
It's me.
It's you?
Yeah, I want a scary question.
I don't want to ask you the kind of questions that I'm like talking about.
Excuse me, what the
A
fuck
scary?
is wrong
I didn't
with
say
me?
scary like
You did.
that.
You said
I didn't mean,
everyone's
terrifying.
scared.
I meant like asking the questions, like say like
What's wrong with
they're
me?
all like, what's your favorite knife?
Why can't you
So
ask
what-
a question to me that you would ask to someone else? What the fuck's wrong with me? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about just asking questions that aren't knife related that fucking people are interested in.
Give me one if you got so meany.
Okay. So, Kara, where'd you grow up?
That
How
is
many
so
parents did you have?
scary.
I'm not
I'm
done.
terrified.
I'm starting it to get to a question.
Okay, you already know that.
Did you ever get into a fight in high school?
Yeah.
Who'd you get into a fight with? Did you win?
I don't know about when.
How'd the fight go? How'd it start?
This girl was huge, but she was one of those tall girls that's like flat, if that makes sense, like wide and flat.
Flat and tall?
Flat and wide and tall, kind of
Okay.
like a drawing.
Yeah.
And she had glasses. I'm not gonna say her name, but
Well, of course, don't say her damn name.
oh man, she was just a bitch
How'd the
to
fight
the
start?
max. She tried to say that she said something fucked up about me. It like out loud in the middle of a class, right? So I couldn't do anything about it in the class. And she also said something about my friend in the class. I mean, what she said wasn't incorrect. It just was fucked up.
So it was so true you got mad.
Well, the thing is that it
You
could
got
have gotten me
insulted.
in a lot of trouble.
You got insulted.
It was more about the fact that it could have gotten me in a lot of trouble.
You got
And she said
insulted.
it out loud.
Okay. And everybody heard and you were embarrassed.
No, it wasn't about everyone hearing. Like, all the kids and shit already knew. It was about the fact that she said it in front of, like, teachers and shit. Like, it was like a snitchy thing to
Was
do.
it about boys?
No.
Okay.
It was about substances.
Oh, okay.
And my point is that it was super fucked up.
Okay.
And
So
basically what it was is they were doing sweeps in the school with the dogs, and she tried saying check locker blah 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 because it was mine
Oh, so she was trying to basically say you had drugs on you.
in my locker.
Okay, did
and
you?
She was being a bitch.
And you did.
I
You did. Okay, so you had drugs in your
And,
locker.
she
and you
said-
didn't want the dogs to smell your
They
locker.
didn't do it though. They didn't search it or anything like that. Or maybe they did, but nothing was in there obviously.
So what'd you say when she called you out?
I said absolutely nothing. I just ignored it. And then later on in the day, like after school I met her, or I didn't meet her, I found her. She didn't know I was meeting her. I found her in the stairwell. And I'm really short. Like, I'm 5 foot tall. This girl, honestly, is probably like 5'10".
Mm-hmm.
Huge girl.
She's a big old bitch.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, when she walks, like, and not skinny. Like I said, wide but flat.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but she was. And
Everybody's right now trying to picture a wide, tall, flat human being.
I got her from the.
Everybody's picturing Gumby. Gumby.
Yes! Oh my god, that's
Gumby.
a perfect representation except for wider hips.
So anyways, keep going.
So, like, the flatness of Gumby's legs, but the whole way up. No definition anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Her face was like that, too. It was flat
Her
and
face
wide.
was flat, too?
Yeah, it was weird. But so,
flat face.
she was super tall. So, I saw her. She was on, like, you know how, like, stairs go like this and turn and down?
Yeah.
Like an L?
School stairs,
School
yeah.
stairs, right. And she was on the square landing.
Okay.
And there was a window,
like
big
the foyer, yeah.
Yeah, but these are like small stairs though.
Oh, okay.
This wasn't like a main stairway. This was like a corner stairwell, like a stairwell.
Okay.
But in the landing there was a big old window. Okay. Like big thick window, like a school window. And
Got it.
But I knew I was short. But I also wasn't trying to be a sucker. So I walked down the stairs and I yelled her name. And like I said,
Bitch!
I said something about like I'm gonna fuck you up or something dumb like that. And I took the fact that I was a couple stairs higher to get like an advantage, or not even an advantage, but just to get to her height. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she was on the landing and I was coming down, and so I used the momentum of like the downward stairs that I was on. And I, like, kind of just, like, jumped at her and grabbed, like, the back of her neck. And I slammed her face into the window. And I broke her glasses and gave her a bloody nose.
Oh.
And that's about where the fight ended.
Okay.
It was just a one big, what the bah?
So
and
you
then
flattened the face of a flat-faced person.
it got very flat after that.
I bet.
Even flatter.
Yeah.
Concave.
Concave. Yeah.
And, I mean, as an adult sitting here, I feel pretty bad about it.
So,
But,
did you get caught? Did you get in trouble?
Did
you get suspended?
No, I actually only got an ISS for that.
So she told.
Well, it was loud, and at that point, people were, like, there.
They seen it.
Yeah. It was funny, though, because...
Snitching ass motherfuckers. In my school, we could fight all day and not get caught.
The kids didn't tell. It just was loud, so it drew the attention of adults.
We had cameras everywhere, so, like...
Well, in the stairwell.
Well,
I think I got her ass there.
That's what I was just about to say. We had, like, certain stairs that didn't have any cameras. And you would think that those would be spots that would have cameras, but I'm guessing for, like, liable reasons, like if somebody fell down the stairs or something, like they didn't want to catch it on camera for lawsuits
I guess
or something. I don't know
maybe.
why, but we had cameras everywhere, but we knew where they weren't. And it was easy to fight, and nobody ever snitched, so...
Yeah. Yeah, but she didn't even, like, fight, like, she tried to fight back, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, when I went down the stairs at her, she, you know, like I said, I yelled her name, right? Because I'm not going to be the type of person who's going to, like, walk up from behind somebody and just, like, fuck them up. That's, like, kind of bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. And, I mean, that wasn't the only fight I was ever in, so it's not like I was, like, trying to, like, sucker punch her or whatever.
So what kind of drugs were in your locker?
So it doesn't matter. So the point is that when I turned around, or when I called her name and she turned around, like, she knew I was about to, like, hit her. And she did that fucking bullshit where she grabbed my hair. You know what I'm saying? So my neck the whole time was getting cranked to the side while I had the back of her neck, you know, but I just, like, had her neck.
I see. You
so
don't have to grab my neck. I understand.
I'm pretty sure my thumb went in her ear, too. Like, I'm not even
That's
gonna
what
lie.
just happened, yeah.
Yeah, that's because I kind of... And so
Bringing back memories.
She grabbed my fucking hair, though. I remember that. But I broke her glasses. And I remember she came to school because, like, I hit her face into the window. But, yeah, no, she had every advantage in the world. I mean, that girl is huge. Like, I was scrappy, but she was a big girl.
Big
like,
old
I'm saying
Gumby
she
bitch.
was
Big old
probably
Gumby bitch.
your size.
Well, awesome. And then you got an in-school suspension.
Yeah, that was it. So did
How's
she.
that? Oh, she got one too?
Yeah, fuck yeah, she did.
And then
she was a brat.
She didn't try to snitch on you right after that, like, she beat me up because I told on her drugs.
I mean, she kept calling me a junkie and stuff like that, but, you know, I mean...
Right, of course. Little kid
That's
talk.
just shit talking.
Yeah. Right. But they never searched your locker.
Well, there was nothing to find at the point that they got there. I don't know if they did. I left.
You had already gotten rid of the shit.
Well, as soon as she said that, I had to go to the bathroom immediately.
You gotta get rid of that
They
shit
didn't know who
quick.
she was talking about is the point. She said, like, just search this number.
Gotta get rid of the evidence.
Exactly. Yeah. They did that German Shepherd dog walk, like, constantly in my school, though. To
Really?
lockers. I remember kids getting in trouble all the time for weed that way.
We only had it a couple times a year.
They did
a few
it
times
all
a year.
the fucking time. I did thumb her ear. I absolutely did it.
You thumb banged her
I
ear.
did. I thumbed her ear.
Thumb banging her ear.
Yeah.
I wonder
but
if Kara got
I was
earwax
so
on her
mad.
thumb.
I just remember how mad I was. Just because it was just such a bitch
Petty.
thing to do.
Petty as fuck. Yeah.
I didn't have any problem with this girl. She was the type of girl that had a problem with everyone. So I don't think it was only about that. It was almost like me standing up for not only myself, but for like everyone that she was a constant bitch to. Because the funny thing was, is some of the people that had crowded around were other people that had like issues with her.
Yeah.
And after I had smashed her face into the window and talked some shit, like, cause she stopped after that. Once I did that, you know, she kind of like stopped, and I didn't keep going because I'm not going to continue to fight someone after they're like. Right? And so, but the funny thing is like, I started walking away, and then this other girl she had a problem with actually jumped on her ass and started actually wailing on her.
Oh, wow.
Which was fucked up, because it was completely, like, not fair.
Yeah.
Because her face was all bloody, you know, from her nose and stuff, and she didn't have her glasses, so she couldn't fucking see. Because she had real thick glasses, you know what I mean? And this girl just started jumping on her, ripped her hair out. There was like a clump of her hair in the stairwell, and I thought that was kind of a cheap move. So that girl, she got it pretty bad that day.
So it kind of reminds me of a story, like it's kind of similar to mine, but mine's very much different. And I'm not going to say what grade or anything because I don't want to get somebody in. I don't want to get somebody in trouble. So but we could say it was pretty young grade. But anyways, I was really cool with my teacher, and I was actually like doing drugs with my teacher and stuff, and so she was actually like sticking up for me, and somebody actually was trying to like kind of like pull a snitch move. Well, they were doing a locker search, right? So they were doing a locker search. So this teacher ran to my locker to get my shit out of my locker. So she knew I already had something in my locker, you know, because she, hung out and shit. So
You mean fucked?
no. Not fucked. But so
I don't understand a teacher that would do that if they weren't fucking somebody. That doesn't even make sense.
we were just hanging out. Like we'd hang
She
out.
was a pedophile. It's
Listen,
fine.
so she fucking runs to my locker, but this dude sees her grab my shit.
Another student?
Another
So
student,
it was
right?
her ex.
What?
It was her ex, the last guy.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. So this student sees her grab my shit, but then she tries to deny, saying it wasn't that. That wasn't what he's seen, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he's like trying to play. He's like, like acting like, no, I seen it. Yeah. And she's already like stashed it somehow. Like, so she doesn't have anything in her hands.
titties.
Whatever. I don't know how, but I
You found it later.
I wasn't standing there at this moment, right?
Yeah.
So then she comes to me and tells me so-and-so saw me, and he's like saying it or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So then I had to go to him, and like basically tell him, like, listen, dude, you didn't see nothing, And
Was he like a little bitch or something?
no, he
Why
was
did
no,
care
he
so
wasn't. That
much?
was the thing. He wasn't, but nobody knew I was kicking it with my teacher, right? Nobody
It's
knew.
a funny word for it. It's okay.
Nobody knew I was kicking it with my teacher, so it was like a thing, like, why is she stashing your shit? Right? And I'm like,
I would agree.
I didn't have nothing in my bag. And he's like,
Yeah.
bro, I saw it. And I'm like basically like trying to convince him, like,
Gaslighting.
nah, bro, you didn't see
I
any-
learned the
you
definition
didn't
of
see
gaslight.
fine.
You were
Yeah,
gaslighting
I was
hard.
gaslighting the fuck out of him,
Yeah.
but in a very
You do
and-
that a lot,
what?
Yeah.
You're trying to lure me off of my story, and
You
I'm trying to finish
You're
it.
like good at like being like, I never said that, or no, that didn't happen, or you never said that, or
Listen.
whatever. And I'm just like, am I fucking losing my mind? You've made me think before that I was having a psychological breakdown because I'm like, I know when something happened.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
but can I finish the story?
Yeah.
You're gaslighting. So,
That's not what that means. I learned the definition yesterday.
you can tell everybody the definition in
Yeah,
one
she
second.
was giving you extra credit.
So I go to dude, and I'm trying to tell him, like, but like in kind of
You're so red.
I'm not. I'm red.
Yeah.
Am I?
We're talking about your ex-girlfriend. It's
Shut the
understandable.
fuck up. No, I'm laughing a lot. But I'm trying to do it in a way that's like threatening, and he's
Yeah.
like not like.
Were you
like,
scary? Were you a scary?
I don't know.
Were you a scary
I don't think
dude?
so. I don't think so.
Were you like this?
But
When you, like,
he
did that
should have
shit,
been
did you, like,
scared.
swell up like
Probably.
you ain't seen nothing?
No, probably not
You
like
did.
that.
I bet you did.
No, I
bet you fucking did.
I didn't do it like that, but I
Listen, bro,
definitely told him
You
multiple
ain't
times,
seen
like, not
nothing,
to.
homie. That's probably.
Well-
Did you say homie a lot back in those days?
I don't
You
know.
ain't seen nothing, homie. I know that's how you
No,
talk.
I didn't talk.
I've seen pictures of you. I can
Shut
hear
the
that
fuck up.
voice. I can hear your voice emanating through
Oh
your
my
like
God!
13-year-old
No, that's
pictures.
not how it went. So listen.
All right, I'll
so
shut up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm trying to tell him not, like they didn't see nothing, yada yada, and he's trying to say, yeah, well then, I told him like, no, and there obviously there's nothing there. Well then, like we had like separated, right? And then like an hour later or something, I like overheard him saying it to somebody.
Oh, shit.
Right? So I just walked up and fucking rocked the
See,
shit
that's
out
exactly like how my story was. It was.
I know,
just
that's why
like
I
that.
said. That's why I said
Yeah.
that I have a similar
It
story.
wasn't
and
like
it's a
an
little
insult.
different. It's a little different.
Yeah. See,
And,
it's not like you were insulted. You were just like, dude, you're gonna get me in trouble. Like, stop being a bitch for no reason.
But the thing was that I couldn't like get in too much trouble because I didn't want her to get in trouble, right? Like she obviously
Yeah,
stuck
I mean,
up
why
for me
would you?
and prevented me from getting in trouble. So now if I go over there and I do something really bad, then
How old was she?
22, 23, maybe 24. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want,
Get her arrested as a sex offender?
Baby!
It's the truth.
It's not the truth. I never said that.
Okay.
But no, so I
Jared,
couldn't.
my love, hook me up and I'll give you an A.
Anyway, so but I did do it like in a way.
Imagine being a fly on the wall in the Neeves house.
I'm done talking
listening,
about this
no,
shit.
it's not about that. Imagine being a fly on the wall in the Neeves house, listening to them tell each other hilarious stories. This turned from Jared interviewing Kara to Kara roasting Jared.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a hard thing to
My
not
interview
roast.
was pretty good though.
I mean, I don't know if it was a oh my God, you asked such a profound, scary question.
That was one question. I never meant scary.
I'm saying the
like,
word scary.
Like boogeyman
I know.
scary.
I'm saying the word scary
I meant,
you're scared to ask or scared to answer type of thing.
Right. I don't know any other like knife channel that's been asked questions about personal life, personal anything like that. Like I can't think of it. Right. Me and Ray, like when I go on Everyday City Carries podcast, like we talk a little bit. Like, but not really,
I could do
right?
it. I could ask questions like that.
No shit, we can.
Do you shave
and
your
I'm
legs?
saying people don't.
Have you ever shaved your legs?
Have I?
Yeah,
With a knife.
I know.
Probably got some bald spots right now. Guaranteed. What time is it? 9:19. We'll go for
Yeah.
10 more minutes. It's already been going so long.
And Jared gave his teacher a D. She got a bad
You guys
grade.
are hilarious.
You put it out there, man.
I didn't put anything out
You
there.
put it all out
No,
there.
I didn't put anything out there. But yeah, I think the questions though, like I just mean like even with knife questions, like
Yeah.
talking, like you can sit there and talk knives for a while, but then there is something to like
Did
just
you ever knife someone?
there is something to just talking and having
That's a
like
scary question. That's a real
really
question.
really good questions to ask people that people are going to be interested in right away, right?
Yeah.
Like you just said, like have you ever knifed someone, right?
Yeah.
Like most people don't
Okay,
ask
well,
that
like, let's
question
put it
because
like this. Have you ever gotten into a fight that involved a knife?
a few times. Are you asking me or are you saying that's a good question?
I was asking you
Oh,
and
yeah.
saying it was a good
Yeah.
question.
I've told the one story
I know.
on here before. That was the only one I told was just that one, but
I was just saying that's a good question.
yeah. No, it is. But I feel like a lot of people don't ask those questions because they already know the answer. The answer is usually going to be no. Most people haven't been attacked with a knife, and most people haven't stabbed somebody with a knife. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying they haven't. I'm just saying like most people's gonna think that.
Did
right?
you do drugs in high school other than weed and alcohol?
In high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Yeah. What were you doing?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't
you
start
doing?
doing any real hard drugs till I got older, but I had taken pills and I think I maybe snorted a couple lines, but I didn't like it or nothing, especially when I was that young. But I mean, I had tried a bunch of shit. I definitely did shrooms in high school and shit like
The
that.
regular, like, extracurricular high school things.
Yeah, but I was
I
mostly
never liked
smoking
any of that
weed
stuff.
in high school. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I pretty much had tried everything in high school. I just wasn't doing it. And like with pills and stuff, like I would probably do it, but I wasn't doing it like on a regular basis or nothing. I was when I was real young when I hurt my back, and I actually got, I was taking them like pretty, like I would say, like now looking back, like I was abusing them, but I didn't.
Abusing what?
Painkillers.
Oh.
Because I what happened was I got into so there was like three things that happened all in like a few months. So I got into a motorcycle accident. I got into like a really bad fight, and I've been in a bunch of fights, and then I also got into like riding a BMX on a down a hill.
Yeah, yeah.
And I jumped a hill and I got fucked up.
So you got like prescribed painkillers because
Yeah,
of all
well,
that?
no, I wound up messing up my back and I couldn't walk. Like I was stuck looking down.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
like weeks before I ever even got to the hospital, because I always thought like I was always
not gonna
raised walk it off, walk it
Yeah.
off, quit being a bitch, walk it off.
Yeah, except for
And-
you do that. You do that shit to the extent where it's too far.
Right, and that's what I
No,
did.
but like in a real fucked up way.
I know.
Like I remember you literally clenching your fucking heart on a daily basis, and you can't lift your arm up because your heart hurts so bad. You're like, no, I'm good. And the only way I got you to go is because you thought you could like try to get some cough syrup out of it some fucking how. You know what I mean? Like is
If that's
so
what
you
worked,
didn't,
though.
but you didn't go because you were going to get healthy
Yeah.
though. Not
Anyways,
at all.
but well, no, I did wind up going the first time when I wound up going
Eventually
was
you
because I
did.
thought I was dying.
No, I did too.
Because I thought I had what I thought I had was I thought I had a what's that called when it blocked.
Like a blocked artery? I
Yeah.
thought you probably
Yes.
had like what's
I
that one infection in your heart called the
Whatever. it's called. But that's what I thought. I thought I had like an artery blocked or something. That's what I thought. I thought I was having a heart
Starts
attack,
with an E.
basically.
It's like or
Whatever.
endometriosis.
Okay, well,
endometriosis.
I thought
that's
I
what
was
thought,
having
yeah.
a heart attack, and that's why I originally went, because
Yeah.
I couldn't lift my arm no more, and I could barely
that
walk.
right?
I couldn't even breathe. But that took like a week of going through that before I went. But
Yeah, no, I know.
But anyway, so I went to the hospital and to the chiropractor and everything, and I had a bunch of messed up ligaments or some shit in my lower back. I think there were 6 of them or something that were messed up. And I got prescribed a bunch of painkillers, so I was taking them like candy, but they weren't doing anything.
Because you were
Nothing.
actually in pain.
Right. So I didn't even think they could
No,
work
that's
on me.
endometriosis. It's a fucking uterus.
Somebody looked it up before you.
Did they?
I don't know. I see somebody that says vagina. Oh, no, it's angina. Never mind.
What is it? No, it's like a
What
a
ended up being
perio-
wrong with you when you could? Okay, so I actually had, and I know this is not going to sound right, and it actually hurt me pretty bad, but it was bronchitis. I had bronchitis so bad.
pericarditis.
I had bronchitis so bad in my lung that it actually made scarring. So what happened was it was so bad I couldn't lift my arm, and I could barely breathe. And it was so painful all the way through my back. Basically my whole left lung wasn't working. And I was relying on this part of my lung. It actually hurt me pretty bad. And if I would have just went when it first started, everything would have been fine. I got on a bunch of muscle relaxers, the cough syrup, and then a few other things.
Endocarditis and
Okay.
pericarditis. Those were the ones I was thinking of.
Another time, that's where I got this scar right here. I fucking
When they left the stitches in your arm, that
yeah,
thing.
but
that was crazy.
it was an infection in my skin, and it got the size of a softball. But if I would have just went to the damn hospital when it first started, it was just red. Right? It was just red and a bump. And I let it go. And in one day, maybe 2 days, it went from red and swollen to literally the size of a softball. And I had to get rushed
That
to
was cellulitis, right?
yeah, not cellulitis.
Am I saying everything
yeah,
wrong?
you're saying it a little bit wrong.
Not cellulitis.
It's something like
no,
that.
it is cellulitis.
Is it called cellulitis? Because cellulite is fat. But anyways, it's a skin infection, and so they rushed me to the I literally right when I went in, they seen it.
Yeah.
Is it
Cellulitis.
cellulitis? Okay, so right when I went in, war wounds. They immediately rushed me to emergency surgery for 2 reasons. One, they were afraid that the infection had already gotten to my bloodstream as bad as it was, and 2, they were afraid they were gonna have to cut my hand off. So they did the surgery, and luckily they didn't have to, but when they were done, it left a gaping hole. And I actually,
Yeah.
for the next 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, I had to pack it myself. Luckily, I was already good
like this.
at packing wounds because of my dad. So my dad had wounds all over him that I had to pack every single day, multiple times a day. I'm talking about wounds that when you take the packing out, you can see into the human body. Like, I did pack wounds on his
Ugh.
hips, then all the way down to his knee. I'm talking about
I have like a really
the
bad
most.
memory.
I don't even want to tell you this shit. Anyways, so I was already used to that. So I had to sit there and pack my wrist every day. And then they fucked up. And when I went and got the stitches removed, they actually left one in there. And I didn't realize it. Then, like, I don't know, a few months later, a year later or something, one pops out. And I'm like, what is going on? It's like this little wire's coming out of my wrist. And I can't tug on it, I can't pull it out. They refused to take it out unless if I went to the specialist that was downtown Chicago. So I said, fuck that, and I cut it out with a knife. But it worked. Now I just got a cross. It looks like I tried to commit suicide.
But no, I had the same, well, I had cellulitis too, but I noticed mine because it was like this huge ball like right here, and it was so hot. I remember it makes sure
That's the
it's
first
hot.
sign. The first sign is
So
heat.
I got that shot in my butt.
Yeah.
That makes it better.
Yeah, the antibiotics.
Oh, that's amazing, Benjamin Kim says,
Fucking Jules
just
died.
2 years ago I was homeless, living in a sober living. Now I have my own car, place, and a great job I've had for 2 years. I'm blessed. That's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Great story.
But no,
Not story, but you know what I mean. That's awesome that you're doing good now.
But no,
I'm
that's
really
what I
happy
was
for
gonna
you.
say though, is that's the way that a lot of people go down that path. Like that's the exact same reason I was like with me. I had a surgery, that not only caused me to get prescribed painkillers, but was also something that was extremely emotionally traumatic. So the combination of
But that didn't lead me to drugs.
But listen, I'm just saying the combination. I know it didn't.
I'm just making sure that we
everything
knew
does in a way, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying I got off those and I didn't fucking take another pill for years. They didn't work.
No, I know.
That's
I
what
understand.
That's all I was trying to say.
Because
from
you're actually in pain. But what?
Yeah.
See, with what
That
happened
was from
with
the back
me was
thing,
that they prescribed painkillers and it was an emotionally traumatic situation. So the combination of both. Because one thing that people don't know about painkillers, like a lot of people don't realize that they cure physical pain, but they also completely numb emotional pain, if not better than physical pain. So if you
Your
have
endorphins get replaced with that.
So if you have anything else going on, like emotionally, it you know what I mean? And it fills that, you start realizing it's fixing that as well, and it becomes hard to go back. You know
But
what I mean?
what sucks is when you get off finally, all those emotions.
Oh my God!
They
fuck
come
yeah.
right back. They come back and like after a couple weeks of being
They'll
clean.
manifest physically though, because you don't know how to deal with it.
Absolutely.
So just like for me, like it literally feels like a fucking like heart attack. Your nervous system is just
Daily
wild.
Carry Solution says, I had a similar emergency surgery, but due to intestinal issues, Crohn's disease. Oh, my
I used to
mom
have a
has
friend
that.
with-
My mom has that.
Your mom has Crohn's disease. I
Yeah.
thought she.
Ask her. Yeah, she has Crohn's disease. Yes.
Oh, I used to have a friend with Crohn's disease, and it was really bad. Like he literally had so many problems, like intestinal issues and
So
stuff
does my
like
mom.
that, and
My mom has
it was
really
really bad. Like he had to have. I think he even may have gotten some of his intestines removed for some
Yeah.
reason, and so now like he has to go to the bathroom constantly, and it's just like it's really shitty. Like Crohn's disease is no joke. Like it's you hear it, and it kind of sounds like common in a way, like you just hear it a lot, but
Yeah.
like it's a fucked
It's very
up
fucked
thing.
up. Yeah, my mom, she goes through a lot of issues with it, a lot of stomach issues. And my dad had his intestines removed and then had to have one of those bags put in before he passed away. I had to change those constantly. Oh,
But no, seems logical. Kind of made a comment. He said so painkillers.
I hate painkillers because I like pooping.
Yeah. See, this is gonna sound so fucked up.
I had several yards removed. They took
Yeah, see?
a
Fistula.
a fistula the size of a grapefruit out too. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
that sucks. Several yards removed. Damn.
Well, it
I thought there
makes
was, what is there, 6 feet
60
in the
something.
small and then.
No, it's a lot. I think
And
it's more
dude,
than
I know the
that.
one is 6 foot. The small intestines, I
Well,
think,
a
is
yard
6
is
foot.
3 feet.
Right. So then what's the large intestine? How big is the large
I
intestine?
thought they were a lot more than that. Like I thought it could
The
stretch out.
small,
really
I
far.
think, is. I'm sure they can. I don't know. I heard this. I thought the small was 6. I don't know. I could look it up. Or not, whatever, doesn't matter. Thanks, everyone. I haven't told this
No,
to anyone besides
I did not
groups.
do meth evilly.
I'm
Nope,
doing this
not
live,
my
man.
type
You
of
guys are
thing.
awesome. Thanks for no judgment. No, for sure, Benjamin. I know what you mean, and you definitely always feel like you're being judged, and you don't want to tell people your shit because you feel like those same people look at you differently now, right? And then they judge you different, they act different, they talk to you different, and you don't want that. You don't want that. That reaction. So, just like even sometimes, like I'll hear people telling stories, and even though like what I'm thinking in my head, what I did was like 10 times worse, I don't say nothing, and I just, talk to them about their thing. But, like if they only knew what I was thinking about myself in my head, you just, sometimes it's hard to say shit to people about your past or what you've done or what you've been through or this and that. The area they took out is near the ileum. I don't know.
I don't know that word. The ileum, which connects the small and large intestines together.
Oh,
So let
gotcha.
me see how. I do kind of want to know how many yards of intestine. Because I feel like I've heard some weird shit before, like, oh, it'll stretch
Large,
across the whole.
24 feet.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was a lot. I thought it was like 60 something feet altogether.
Well, I know the small, I think, is 6. That's what I always heard, I thought. I'm glad you're a good nudger and care. Thank you, Evilly. Thank you. Yeah, no, we've definitely rocky past, but that's what makes you who you are, and that's why we can enjoy life now the way we do and look back at what we've done. And then also that's why we can sympathize and empathize with people that are still going through it and
10
try to
feet.
help people.
Wait.
And like I what?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What was
It
it?
says that it can vary. The small intestine can vary between 10 and 6 feet depending on the
Okay,
person.
okay.
And then the large intestine is about 5 feet long, is what it says. So
I'm glad you survived too, man. I can't imagine. Life's definitely crazy. Everybody gets a different bag of chips,
damn,
I
you had a
guess.
quad bypass last year, Shane. I'm glad you're okay.
Damn.
That's a big one.
Yeah,
That is a big one.
that sucks. Yeah, I know a lot of not. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I know a few people that have had triple bypass surgeries, and people have died from them. So I know that's definitely something that's scary as fuck.
Commenting on what Wallaby and
judgment
Logical
here,
are talking
brothers.
about right now, I heard this quote in a movie one time, and I always thought it was the best thing in the world to describe why people get addicted to things. And the guy says, when you can quit, you don't want to. And when you want to quit, you can't.
Yes, that's so true.
When you can, you're like, nah, I'm fucking having fun. I'm good. Like, I always describe to people, like, when I first started getting heavy into opiates, like, in my freshman year of high school, my grades went up. Like, my, like, social life got better. Like, holy shit, like, I went from someone who didn't care about school to, like, I want to do my homework. I want to be your friend. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Let me help you. You need a ride? Like,
Yeah.
it was almost like you think, like, it
Makes-
chills you out,
makes
but it
you have
actually
it's like
doesn't.
speed, yeah.
Yeah, it isn't, but in a way that doesn't make you feel disgusting like I think uppers
Shane
do.
says he lost a kidney to cancer 4 years ago. Damn, that sucks.
You know what's crazy
And-
is my boss at work, she has gone through really severe pancreas cancer, okay? And when I started working there, she was in remission and had been for almost 5 years, which is the very end of the window, right? The very end of where, like, if you can stay in remission for 5 years or more, it's probably not going to come back.
Yeah.
Literally in the last couple weeks of
It
that
came
window,
back.
it came back hard.
That sucks.
And now she's in remission again, finally, after like 2 more years of treatment. Now she's in remission again, and it's just like, damn, twice, and not good cancer either. We're talking about high stage cancer. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, packing wounds definitely sucks. It depends on the wound. Like I've had to deal with very infected ones that are very stinky, and you got to put debrider on it, which basically eats the dying flesh to bring back new. I've had to do so much shit with wound care. It's insane. I could tell you every story about every part of the body that I've done wound care on, from ass to feet to backs to legs to everything. And then Monster, you were, last week, a lot of people came out saying some of their story that I'm sure a lot of people hadn't said in a long time, or at least hadn't been open about. And I think it's amazing that a lot of people did open up, and it's really cool that you're 17 years. And I condone anybody and everybody, that has a past and is willing to say it, because I guarantee a lot of people in here right now are watching, wanting to say something, and they're not going to, and that's okay. You don't have to, but just know you do have support, and if you are still going through some shit, you still have support. It's not a big deal. I talk to guys every week that are still going through shit. Like the people I was talking to the other day, the longest one was I think from November. Like had been clean since November, and it's.
Hey, I'll tell you what though, when you first get clean, being clean for about a week feels like a year, and it feels like the biggest accomplishment in the world, and it feels
yeah,
like
but it also
so
feels like fucking war.
long. Yeah, I know, but like okay, like not counting the physical withdrawal part, I'm saying like that first like week or two you make it when like you feel okay. Yeah. And it's like it feels like forever. Like that by the time you reach a month, you feel like you've been doing that shit forever, and it's crazy. Like it's also hard, but it feels like each day feels so long. You know what I'm saying? Like time goes by so slow, and every moment feels like forever. So by the time you get to like a week, you feel like you've lived a war. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because every hour feels like 12.
Yeah, I think I said that last week that afterwards, and I said I don't want to disrespect anybody who's been through war, but you feel physically like you're so depleted, your brain, everything. You feel like you went through war.
You feel like you are dying.
You're
not going to, but you feel like it.
People have, though.
Well, no,
people
I know,
have.
but typically opiate withdrawal.
And like I said last week, like it's kind of like drowning, like what are you going to do to get air? Like, nobody's not going to fucking bullshit in here and say that if you were drowning, there wasn't nothing you wouldn't do to get air. So, like, it's kind of like the same thing. And I know it's been a long time, and I said 10 minutes, so we're going to get out of here. I love you guys. I hope everybody that is going through something can get through it. And if you ever need to talk, hit me up on Instagram or through email. And I love all you guys, and I appreciate everybody who does open up, and everybody who comes to the lives, all the donators, everybody who hangs out with us. We really appreciate you guys actually hanging out with us, chilling with us, listening to us. I know we get deep sometimes. I know we get crazy sometimes, but it's all love, and we appreciate you guys being here. Peace. You gonna sing something tonight? Or no? If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Shit. I want it. One more bell. Ding, ding.
Thank you, Fiend. Thank you. Oh, Mark, holy shit. Number one.
Shit.
Thank you.
I'm trying to think of a song.
Come on, you can get a song. Look up a song. Just look one up. Look one up and get the damn lyrics.
Okay.
Son?
But I can't think of anything. How do I say
Okay, name a song, guys. Come on. There's still 50 people in here.
Hell.
Born to be down.
Oh, I can do it in the... Well, that's...
Do some Linkin Park.
I only know that one song.
P.O.D. Boom. Here
comes
boom.
Oh, well, I don't know enough of it. I could do this song.
Build me up, Buttercup. Oh, man. Kareem, thank you, bud. Thank you.
Holy shit.
We appreciate that, bud. Thank you very much. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, go.
I'm just gonna start at the chorus. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself of a time when I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property. That's what he does in the song. Remembering all the times you fought with me. I'm surprised it got so